Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Glory be to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit.
As it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. Amen.
O my Jesus, forgive us our sins, save us from the fires of hell. Lead all souls to heaven, especially those who have most need of thy mercy.
The fifth sorrowful mystery, the crucifixion.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at...
Check, check, check. Hello, test. Hello, test. Check, check. Testing 1, 2, 1, 2.
Womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners, now and at the hour of our death. Amen.
Glory be to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit.
As it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. Amen.
O my Jesus, forgive us our sins, save us from the fires of hell, lead all souls to heaven, especially those who have most need of thy mercy.
Let us pray. O God, whose only begotten Son, by his life, death, and resurrection, has purchased for us the rewards of eternal life, grant, we beseech thee, that meditating upon these mysteries of the most holy rosary of the Blessed Virgin Mary, we may imitate what they contain and obtain what they promise. Through the same Christ our Lord. Amen. Prayer for peace.
O God, grant to us thy servants the peace which the world cannot give, so that our hearts may be disposed to obey thy commandments, and the fear of our enemies be removed. By thy protection, our times may be peaceful. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. Name the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
You have been participating in...
And it is time for football action here on KWAT. It's being brought to you by Heilman Homes, Hy-Vee, Great Western Bank, the Perkins Family Restaurant, Watertown Dental Care, Daniels Marine, Tacker Plumbing and Heating, Lake Stop 20, Kunkel Snyder Optometric, Stony Brook Suites, Prairie Lakes Healthcare System, Fisher Rounds and Associates, Glacial Lakes Orthopedics, Hometown Building Center, McDonald's, Sanford Clinic, and Sharp Automotive, Crawford Austin's Funeral Chapel, Ramcota, Gather Coffee, Pregame Insurance, Culligan, Dutch Boy, Brian's Glass and Door, the South Dakota Consumer Protection, Watertown Family Eye Clinic and Dental Care, Uptown Cleaners, Northwestern Mutual Insurance, Watertown Healthy Youth, Active Heating, Clausen and Sons Construction, Dairy Queen, and Philip Matthews, State Farm Insurance of Watertown. Great sponsors right here on KWAT.
The purple and gold are coming your way. The Watertown Arrows are going to do it today.
All right, he's in Brandon for the second night in a row. Let's go to KWAT's Todd Anderson.
Thank you very much, Rod. Good evening to you. Yes, Brandon Valley is where we are at tonight. It is homecoming here. A big crowd on hand and lots of festivities in conjunction with this ESD matchup between the Watertown Arrows and the Brandon Valley Lynx here tonight. This is the Fisher Rounds and Associates pregame show. And we'll have our coaches' comments here in just a couple of minutes. But let's take a look at Brandon Valley. They lost their opening game of the year to a good Roosevelt team, 28-13. Then they defeated O'Gorman 40-16. They downed Aberdeen 29-21, and last week beat Rapid City Central 48-6. So they're 3-1 on the season. The Arrows are 1-3. Their only win over Rapid City Central as well. So it's Brandon and Watertown here tonight at Brandon Valley. It's our first chance to see their brand new, beautiful, beautiful stadium they have here. The field is an artificial grass field. It's got quite a crown on it. I was out on the field, but it's very nice. The last time we were here, they still had a grass surface, but now it is a beautiful all-weather surface out there, artificial surface at this particular football stadium. Coming up on the pregame show, we'll talk with Watertown head coach John Hodorf. Chad Garrow's the head coach at Brandon Valley. We'll check your weather for tonight. It's a beautiful night for football here. We'll get your starting lineups and get ready for football. This is the Fisher Rounds and Associates pregame show. We'll take our first time out. Coach's comments with Watertown head coach John Hodorf in 2 minutes.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
No job is too big or too small for Heilman Homes. Want to build a new home? Want to do some remodeling? Need a deck or an extra garage? Call Heilman Homes at 868-1410. Dale has over 20 years of experience for all types of construction needs. That's Heilman Homes for building, remodeling, and now ready builds too. To help you with all your decorating, they have an interior decorator on staff. Call 868-1410.
High school athletics is a huge part of a community. I'm Dr. Ross Schulte, and the team at Family Dental Center would like to recognize and thank the athletes for their hard work and dedication.
And I'm Dr. Amy Schulte. The team at Watertown Family Eye Care is proud of our Arrow athletes. We wish them the best as they pursue their dreams on and off the field.
Family Dental Center.
And Watertown Family Eye Care. 2 great teams, 1 location. 22 19th Street Southeast in Watertown.
Oh, honey, everything okay?
Oh, yeah. Oh, better than okay. You should have seen it. Stopped for gas, then I saw it. Hunting, fishing, deli, snacks, coffee, and I ate, and it was like they had everything I wanted.
Slow down, cowboy. Where is this place?
Oh, come on, I'll show you. It's amazing.
Lake Stop 20 has just about everything you need. Fuel, snacks, beverages, even breakfast made with real fresh eggs. Lake Stop 20, located on Highway 20 in Watertown.
You're listening to the Fisher Rounds and Associates pregame show. Coach's comments brought to you by the South Dakota Division of Consumer Protection. Had a chance to talk with Watertown head coach John Hodorf about Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon Valley's done a nice job all year long. They're winning some football games pretty big, and they just got a big offensive line. They got good guys behind them, so they're a good team all around.
You look back at last week, and that big offensive line that Washington had kind of wore us down as the game went on, didn't it?
Yeah, they wore us down a little bit. Washington's got a good bunch up front, and if you have to play 4 quarters with the same few guys, then you struggle with it, which is we tried to put together some different packages this week to try to get some different guys on the field and just get some breaks at times for people.
Brandon Valley, a run team, pass team, how do they work?
Brandon Valley will run the ball probably 80% of the time, and they throw some play action pass off of it. Maybe get into a 3-by-1, 3 wide receiver set every once in a while, but mostly they're gonna run the ball.
Do they have experience in those skilled positions?
They have experience all over the place. Their quarterback's a third-year starter, senior this year. Their offensive line has a bunch of older guys in it, and their skill kids probably didn't play. They're probably the least experienced, but they still played a lot of football last year.
How about defensively? What do they show us?
Defensively, they're generally a 4 front, which means they have 4 down linemen and 3 linebackers, and then they like to run all over the place, and they're just confident that their guys are big and strong and athletic, so they don't do a ton of movement.
After last week's game, we had a few kids nicked up. How are we doing health-wise?
We're not sure yet. Cale Stevenson has got a little bit of a knee injury that he's working out. We'll see if he's able to play or not. We don't know about him. I think everybody else is pretty healthy, though.
Give us a couple of keys to success against a team like Brandon Valley.
Keys to success. You have to possess the ball as long as you can possibly possess it on offense and then score. Try to slow the game down, run time off the clock as much as you can, and then hope to win it in the fourth quarter.
Watertown head coach John Hodorf on the pregame show. Coach's comments brought to you by the South Dakota Division of Consumer Protection. You're listening to the Fisher Rounds and Associates pregame show. We'll take a time out. Continue with more from Brandon in 2 minutes.
You get a call from the Social Security Administration saying your benefits will be canceled or suspended due to fraudulent activity. The scammer asks for personal information or funds by threatening that this is the only way they can quickly restore your Social Security number and benefits. Caller ID spoofing may make it seem like the call is legit, but Social Security Administration will not contact you in this manner. Do not press 1 to talk to an agent. Do not give out personal information. Do not send money. Just hang up. A message from the South Dakota Office of Attorney General, Division of Consumer Protection.
It's a 3-day sale, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, September 27, 28, and 29 at Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee half-gallon white milk, 77 cents. Limit 2. Hunt's pasta sauce, 69 cents. Limit 3. Chinese 2-entree meal, $5.99. 3-day sale at Hy-Vee.
Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every
Everyone at the Dairy Queen in Watertown is cheering the Watertown Arrows to a victory. After the game, stop in for one of their famous chicken strip baskets with fries, Texas toast, and country gravy. Don't forget to add a sundae, malt, shake, or blizzard to your meal. During the 212 reconstruction, be sure to use the 8th Avenue FedEx entrance. It's more than just fast food. It's fan food. Good luck to the Watertown Arrows and their game tonight from the Dairy Queen Grill and Chill on Highway 212 Watertown.
DQ. Happy tastes good. Hi, this is Angie from Gather. We welcome you to treat yourself at Gather with coffee and espresso drinks brewed from locally roasted beans. We also proudly offer delicious fruit smoothies, apple cider, hot chocolate, and a variety of cold beverages along with tasty baked goods. Gather Coffee Eats and Gifts on the corner of Kemp and 2nd Street Southeast, downtown Watertown. The perfect place to come together.
Welcome back to the Fisher Rounds and Associates pregame show. Coach's comments brought to you by the South Dakota Division of Consumer Protection. Chad Garrow is a longtime head coach at Brandon Valley, and I had a chance to talk with him. A little windy out there, so you may hear some wind noise in this conversation, but we talked a little while ago. Coach, tell me about the Lynx this year.
Well, we had some young guys fill in at the beginning, and so it took us a little while to start to gel a little bit. So I think we've done a pretty good job of that. A couple weeks ago against Aberdeen, I didn't think we played our best, but I thought last week out West River we played pretty well. So, just trying to get better each week.
Strengths and weaknesses, evaluating your own team. Where are you strong, and maybe where do you need to keep working on?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're getting better offensively. At doing what the schemes that we want to do and executing those schemes. And I feel like we've gotten better defensively too, in the front six, which was a big concern of mine coming in, and I think those kids have really matured in the last 3 weeks.
Let's talk about your offense first of all. Give me some leaders maybe, and also what you'd like to get done on offense.
Yeah, I mean, we like to establish a run game. And then, Thomas Skolton is our senior quarterback who's been around. This is his third year now. So, he's pretty efficient, pretty accurate. And so we run the ball and throw in some play action and things like that. So that's kind of what we do.
How about on defense?
Yeah, we run a 4-2-5 and we just try to encourage you guys to get to the ball. We try to play pretty simple schemes and just encourage them to play fast.
4-2-5. That's not a defense we hear a lot about. Tell me about that and why you play it.
Yeah, we just play it because, a few years back we just didn't really have the number of linebackers that we needed and the number of depth at linebacker. So, we had a lot more guys that were safety-like kids. So, we could roll safeties down. It looks like a 4-3 almost, but, but they're five DBs.
Talk to me about this facility now. I think the last time I was here, it was still grass. This is a very, very beautiful facility.
Yeah, they've done an unbelievable job, and the turf is amazing, and they actually came back and redid some things this year, and so it looks even better yet. So, we enjoy it and love it, and they've added some more stands, and so it's been good.
And those stands are full here tonight. A big crowd for this matchup between the Watertown Arrows and the Brandon Valley Lynx. Chad Garrow, head coach of Brandon Valley. I watched Thomas Skolton, their starting quarterback, third-year starter, warming up, and he was throwing darts that were 30 yards down the field from one side of the field to the other. The young man's got a great arm. He's a great quarterback. He's 6'2". He's got good size, 190-pound senior, and he's a good leader for the Brandon Valley Lynx out there. And you're going to hear him and Tate Johnson a lot in this ball game this evening. You're listening to the Fisher Rounds and Associates pregame show. It's football tonight on KWAT. Brandon Valley and Watertown. We'll take a timeout. We will come back in 2 minutes.
At Great Western Bank, they know that champions play as one. One team with one goal. They know that champions don't just happen. They are built with determination and the right mix of coaching and teammates. You can count on Great Western Bank as a trustworthy teammate that will go the extra mile to help you win. To learn more, visit your nearest branch today and become part of a winning team. Great Western Bank, making life great. Member FDIC.
At Watertown Dental Care, dentistry isn't just a job, it's our passion. This is Dr. Darren Bach, and for over 15 years, my team of professionals and I have built our practice on trust, patient service, and exceptional dental care. We never forget you have a choice. Every decision we make, from expanded hours to convenient financial options, is done to make your patient experience both convenient and comfortable. We invite you to experience our personalized care and attention firsthand. Call today, 882-0747.
Giving you something to smile about. Watertown Dental Care.
Don't miss out on Dano's Marine's sizzling summer savings on all in-stock 2019 Ranger fiberglass, Ranger aluminum, and Ranger pontoons powered by Mercury Outboards. Dano's Marine, giving you the best possible price and service for your Ranger fiberglass, Ranger aluminum, and Ranger pontoons powered by Mercury. It's the sale you've been waiting for, with all in-stock 2019 Ranger fiberglass, Ranger aluminum, and Ranger pontoons powered by Mercury Outboards. Save big now on all in-stock Ranger today at Dano's Marine, West Highway 212, Watertown, danosmarine.com.
To achieve great things, it takes a great team. Attacker Plumbing and Heating Andor Incorporated, they have the get it done and then some team of talented, passionate people who will get the job done right. The service techs and those behind the scenes work together to provide top-notch service that you've come to expect from Tacker Plumbing and Heating Andor Incorporated for over 60 years. The business that service built.
Call on the business that service built. Call Tacker.
Welcome back to Brandon Valley as we have AA or AAA football for you tonight. It's an ESD matchup between the Watertown Arrows and the Brandon Valley Lynx. And it is time for our weather update and temperature of the game. It's brought to you by Active Heating and Air Conditioning. It is a beautiful night here tonight at Brandon, but let's get a weather update from Rod Lenning.
Well, at least we're not in Montana and those places out west for the weekend. Could get 30-some inches of snow by the time Monday hits. Going to be chilly tonight, though. We'll get down to 38 degrees, 58 for a high tomorrow, but then 60% chance of rain tomorrow night going into Sunday, a high of 72 on Sunday, and a good chance of rain once again on Sunday night. And the first day of October will be on Tuesday with a high of 56, and then we kind of cool down as the week goes along. Right now in Watertown, we're cloudy and 52 with the northwest winds up to 15. Down in the Sioux Falls, Brandon area, cloudy and 61 with light winds from the north.
Weather update brought to you by Active Heating and Air Conditioning. And it is homecoming here tonight. The band marching out on the field. They have introduced the royalty. They've had the elementary band play, the middle school band play, and lots more festivities here this evening. Let's take a time out. We'll come back and take a look at some starting lineups for you. You're listening to the Arrows on KWAT. Live audio and video stream on our website at gowatertown.net. This is the Fisher Rounds and Associates pregame show, and we'll come back in 2 minutes.
This is Dustin with Active Heating. Participation in extracurricular activities helps develop the skills necessary for tomorrow's leaders. Active Heating is always striving to be the best, just like the Arrows. Knowledge, trust, communication, and a relentless pursuit of a common goal are what make the Watertown Arrows and our team at Active Heating so great. Thanks, Arrows, for your hard work and determination, and for getting active in our school and community.
Hi, this is Mandy from Kunkel Snyder Optometric. We're a full-scope eye clinic that offers eye exams for kids and adults of all ages. We have glasses that range from budget to name-brand designer. Our doctors fit a variety of contact lenses including astigmatism, bifocal, and even lenses for corneal disease and dry eye. They treat eye infections, pink eye, glaucoma, and even remove metal from the eye. We're here when you need us. We're open 5 days a week, have evening hours, and we're always accepting new patients. Call 882-4175 for an appointment or stop in and see us. We're on Highway 81 North in Watertown. Kunkel Snyder Optometric. Your family's eye care is our family business.
This is Casey from Stony Brook Suites Assisted Living. Let me explain the many benefits of Stony Brook and how we can help look after your loved one. Our assisted living is specifically designed to look and feel like home. From our home-cooked meals to coffee socials with friends, your loved one will feel more than right at home. Stop in today at 500 16th Avenue or call 882-0013.
Life is sweet in Stony Brook Suites.
At Prairie Lakes, the collaboration and dedication of our talented team of healthcare professionals allows us to offer the specialty services of a major medical center while still providing personalized treatment right here at home. We are proud to be your regional leader, but more than that, we are proud to be your choice for quality healthcare. Prairie Lakes Healthcare System.
Your health, our mission.
Welcome back to Brandon Valley. This is the Fisher Rounds and Associates pregame show. Starting lineups brought to you by Glacial Lakes Orthopedics. Let's take a look at Brandon offensively. Up front, their line, good size across the front. The little guy is JT Bieber. He's 6'2", 195 and a senior. But then you've got Zach Bennett, 6 foot 250 and a senior. Brett Cady, 6 foot 240 and a senior. Jared Vanderbush, 6'3", 250 and a senior. And Zach Ragau, he's 6'4", 280 and a senior. So good size up front for the Brandon Valley Lynx. Austin Vigans is the tight end, 5'11", 185 and a junior. Wide receivers are Cole Silliason. He's 5'11", 165 and a senior. Ty McCann, 6'1", 180 and a senior. In the backfield, Tate Johnson is the running back, 5'8", 165 and a junior. Luke Wickersham, the fullback, 5'8", 200 and a junior. And Thomas Skolton will be the quarterback. He's 6'2", 190 and a senior. Defensively up front for the Watertown Arrows, Lincoln Stahl and Connor Wirches the tackles. Mason Schulte will be the nose guard. The linebacking crew is Will Lossing, Sam Strop, Brett Fossum, and Jacob Van Dusseldorp. You'll also hear some other names in those areas as well. Evan Faulkner and Peyton Johnston, the corners. The safeties tonight, Mason Lloyd and Braxton Riefenberger, starting in place of Cale Stevenson. Cale injured and not available tonight. For the Arrows up front, they'll have Braxton Locker, Lincoln Stahl, Tyler Dean, Mason German, and Connor Wirches. Tight end is Dawson Schmidt. The wideouts will be Jacob Van Dusseldorf, Evan Faulkner, and Mason Lloyd. Running back is Brett Fossum, and the quarterback is Brandon Smith. Up front defensively in their 4-2-5 defense, it'll be the ends Parker Reed, 6'2", 235, and a junior. Braden Dibdahl, 6'4", 195, and a senior. Tackle is Isaac Rodriguez, 6'1", 300, and a senior. And Sam Lemke is the nose guard. Lemke is 6'4", 260, and a senior. The linebackers, Elijah Klein, 6'1", senior, and 180, and a senior. Dawson Shunke, a 6', 175-pound sophomore. D-backs, the corners are Jackson Hilton, 6'2", 170, and a junior. And Mark Muchelnaz, he's 5'7", 165, and a junior. The safeties are Jesse Steffel, 6'3", 195, and a senior. Joe Kolbeck, 5'11", 175, and a junior. And Joey Nemec, he's 5'10", 175, and a junior. Starting lineups brought to you by Glacial Lakes Orthopedics. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with more on the Fisher Rounds and Associates pregame show in 2 minutes.
This is Dr. Casey Johnson of Glacial Lakes Orthopedics in Watertown. My partners, Dr. Michael Venner and Dr. Jerry Reiber, and I would like to extend best wishes for safe and successful sports season for all of our area athletes. With advanced sports medicine training and over 50 years of combined clinical experience, we specialize in injury prevention and management, minimally invasive surgery, and accelerated recovery and rehabilitation. For an appointment today, call 882-2630 or go online and visit us at glaciallakes.orthopedics.com.
Time for a kitchen or bathroom remodel? Walk into Hometown and you can step into many different kitchens and bathrooms set up right on our showroom floor. You can see and feel exactly how your new kitchen or bathroom would look. Our staff at Hometown can help you choose the right cabinets, countertops, lighting, and hardware for your project. If it's time for a new kitchen or bathroom, make Hometown Building Center's showroom your first stop. Hometown Building Center on South Highway 20 in Watertown.
Hey, did you go out for breakfast?
Yep, got a sausage McMuffin with egg from McDonald's, melty cheese, and a buttery English muffin. You?
Cereal. Just dry cereal.
You know, that kind of looks like what we feed the parakeet.
Yeah, it's probably why he's giving me the stink eye.
Good thing I got a McMuffin for you, too.
There's a better way to breakfast.
Get 2 sausage McMuffin with egg sandwiches for just $4 at McDonald's. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with combo meal. Single item at regular price.
You live in the country, or maybe a small community, or downtown. Wherever you call home, Sanford Health is there. To rewrite healthcare so that it fits you, your family, your needs, and your health. To be alongside you as you overcome obstacles and celebrate joys. Because it's your life, and it's our passion. Health lives here. Sanford Health.
Welcome back to Brandon Valley, just a couple of minutes away from the national anthem, and we'll have the opening kickoff of this matchup tonight between the Lynx and the Watertown Arrows. It is homecoming here tonight for Brandon Valley. I want to remind you each and every time the Arrows score, you call 886-8444. 886-8444. Get your name registered. You could be a lucky winner of a Dutch Boy Soft Cloth Car Wash. We'll announce that on the post-game show tonight of this matchup. Second week in a row, the Arrows on the road. They have one more to go. Next week they'll be at Harrisburg. Harrisburg was playing Roosevelt in the early matchup over at Howard Wood Field, and they were tied at 14 at halftime. But Harrisburg will be the next opponent for the Arrows, and that'll be next week down in Harrisburg. Harrisburg 4-0 on the season so far. And then the Arrows will be home against Sioux Falls O'Gorman. They play at Roosevelt and at home against Aberdeen to end the regular season. This is the Fisher Rounds and Associates pregame show. The national anthem will take place. They will have the presentation of the colors, and then they will have also the national anthem. We'll take a timeout during that. You're listening to the Arrows on KWAT. This is the Fisher Rounds and Associates pregame show. We'll take a timeout and come back in 3 minutes.
During September at Sharp Automotive, you can lease a 2019 Chevy Equinox, all-wheel drive, only $299 a month for 36 months with $29.99 down. Purchase price of the 2019 Chevrolet Equinox is $26,978. That's $5,500 off sticker price. Rebates or 0% financing available. Stop in today at Sharp Automotive in Watertown and check out the Chevy Equinox. Shop online at sharpgm.com. Chevrolet. Find new roads.
It's not the kind of thing we like to talk about, but it's something that we all must face. Hi, this is Chad Ostis at Crawford Ostis Funeral Chapel. You can make things easier on the ones you love by pre-planning your funeral. And here at Crawford Ostis Funeral Chapel, we make pre-planning easy. We listen to your needs and offer several choices for arrangements and make sure all your questions are answered. Schedule an appointment to meet with us at 882-1516. Crawford Ostis Funeral Chapel, where service and caring is our profession.
The Ramkota Hotel is the perfect hotel to stay at while visiting for conventions and events and is the only full-service hotel property in Watertown. Minerva is also provided for your convenience at the Ramkota. While staying at the hotel, guests can enjoy an indoor heated pool, hot tub, exercise facility, cocktail lounge, business center, and full-service meeting and banquet facilities, accommodating up to 1,600. Call today to find out more. The Ramkota, 886-8011. Let the team at Pregame Insurance in Watertown help you with your game plan. For over 50 years, the team at Pregame Insurance has been helping people make good, sound decisions when choosing health and life insurance, Medicare supplement, and long-term care insurance, and executing a sound financial game plan. So call Vince or Carla or Bridget Rammel at Pregame Insurance today, 886-9043, or online, PregameInsurance.com.
If all you want is a sip of water at the kitchen sink, any filter will do. I want better water in the laundry, better water in the bathroom, better water at every tap, in every room for everyone in my home, every time, everywhere I use water, every day. So I got a whole home filtration system from Culligan. Now I ask you, how long will it take for you to call the Culligan man?
Hey, Culligan Man.
I'm Jason Hansen, your local Culligan man in Watertown. Call us today at 886-4830.
Dutch Boy is celebrating 30 years of business the entire month of September. Like them on Facebook for your chance to win a Works car wash. There's one winner every day. The Dutch Boy is the best in the business at bug removal, and your car is always towel dried by hand at the end. Celebrating 30 years of service in September. The Dutch Boy Car Wash.
Clean up your act. Do it today. Do it the Dutch Boy Car Wash way.
This is the Fisher Rounds and Associates pregame show. I want to remind you again, each and every time the Arrows score, you call 886-8444. Get registered. You could be a lucky winner of a Dutch Boy soft cloth car wash. Live audio and video stream on our website at gowatertown.net. Brought to you by Sharp Automotive. The opening kickoff of tonight's matchup brought to you by Watertown Dental Care. Rod Lenning back at the studios. Kurt Crawford takes care of all the technical things we do. Nick is not with me tonight. I did not have my cameraman with me, so there will be occasion during the game where the camera doesn't move because I'm doing something else, but we'll do the best we can here tonight for you on our live audio and video stream on our website at gowatertown.net, brought to you by Sharp Automotive. Brandon Valley won the toss. They have, I believe, deferred, so the Arrows will get the ball to begin the ball game, and Brandon Valley will kick off from the east goal, and the Arrows will return from the west side. So Brandon deferring as they won the toss, and Watertown will get the football to start this ball game here this evening. Reminder to you, tomorrow afternoon we'll be back in the Watertown Arena. That'll be for volleyball against Harrisburg. JV starts at noon, sophomores after that, then varsity at 2:30. Also a reminder of that tailgate party fundraiser they're having prior to that matchup tomorrow. You can check that out as well. So we'll be there to bring you that matchup tomorrow as well. The Arrows in road white with the dark black pants and purple stripes on them. Brandon Valley, I love their uniforms. They're just nice, plain red tops with big white numbers on them and white pants. That's perfect for a radio announcer who's quite a ways away from the field. So Watertown will get the ball to start this matchup tonight between the Brandon Valley Lynx and the Watertown Arrows. Peyton Johnston back deep, and also back there, Evan Faulkner, I think. I'm not sure exactly who they said, but it's Evan Faulkner back there. And also back there is Devin Miles. So Devin Miles and Evan Faulkner back deep. And doing the kicking will be Jory Sorensen for the Brandon Valley Lynx. And we are set to go. Sorensen approaching the football. He'll put the leg to it. Line drive, deep kick, and that's going to go into the end zone. That'll be a touchback. And Watertown will start 1st and 10, and they will start at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 Arrows, 20-yard line is where they will begin their first possession of the ball here this evening. Watertown will be led by Brandon Smith at quarterback. Again, Brandon Valley plays that 4-2-5 defense, 4 down linemen, 2 linebackers, and 3 safeties and 2 corners. The Arrows line up with 2 receivers either way. Fossum, the lone running back. Linebackers up tight, 6 men at the line of scrimmage. Brandon back to pass, gets rushed quickly, completes the pass. Nice gain down the right side for the Watertown Arrows. Pushed out of bounds was Dawson Schmidt, I believe. It was Dawson Schmidt on the reception. Good ball, good catch, good run. That is a gain of 10, 20, 30, 38 yards on the completion, and the Arrows have it 1st and 10 at Brandon Valley's 42-yard line. The Arrows line up again with 2 receivers either way. Fossum behind the quarterback. Man in motion. Whoops, the slot man on the left side, Mason Lloyd, took off too quick. That'll be a penalty against the Watertown Arrows and cost them 5 yards. So it'll be 1st and 15 for Watertown as they back that ball up to the 47-yard line. And the Arrows have it 1st and 15 from the 47-yard line. They line up with 2 receivers to the left wide side, 2 receivers to the right side as well. Running back behind the quarterback, Brandon Smith, has a man in motion, Faulkner. He's going to give. Nope, he'll keep it himself. Then he pitches to Faulkner. Faulkner got a nice block, and then he gets pounded down hard on the play. Evan getting up slow, a gain of 5 on the play. A little bit of a dangerous lead with the helmet tackle that time by Brandon Valley as coming in Joe Colbeck leading with the crown of that helmet. That was a little bit of a dangerous hit. Gain of 6 on the play for Evan Faulkner, and the Arrows have it 2nd down and 9 at the 41-yard line. 2 receivers either way, 5 men on the line of scrimmage. Mason Lloyd in motion. Back to pass, Brandon Smith. Flips it out in the flat to Lloyd. Lloyd's got one to beat. He gets around him. Mason stays on his feet. Gets very close to a 1st down. Maybe going to be just short of that 1st down, but a nice gain of 8 on the reception, and it'll be 3rd down and short for the Watertown Arrows as they'll have it 3rd down and short inside the 35-yard line down around the 33. First possession of the ball for Watertown. This possession started on their 20-yard line. Taking a long time to get this play in from the sideline, and now they're going to have to hurry. They line up with 2 receivers either way. Brandon Schmidt, shotgun formation on 3rd and 1. 2 down territory for the Arrows, and the give is to Fossum. Fossum left side, nice hole. Brett going to get the 1st down for the Watertown Arrows. That'll be a gain of 5 on the carry for Brett Fossum, and that'll bring up a 1st and 10 for Watertown down inside the 30-yard line, 28-yard line of the Brandon Valley Lynx. 1st and 10 Watertown, 28-yard line of Brandon, coming up on play number 5 of this drive. Arrows line up with 2 receivers either way, 6 men on the line of scrimmage. Mason Lloyd in motion left to right. Give is to Fossum, bounces to the outside. Hit, trying to break that tackle, can't do it. Brought down on the play by Joey Nemec, coming up from a safety spot, making a nice tackle, no gain on the play. Well, they'll give him a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for the Watertown Arrows. 2nd down and 9, the ball at the 27-yard line of Brandon Valley. This drive started on Watertown's 20-yard line. Their first play from scrimmage, a 38-yard pass completion. Arrows keep 2 receivers either way. Ball on the left hash mark. Brandon, shotgun, takes the snap, back to pass, looks. Now he's rushed. Now he's going to run to his left. Got a block. Cuts to the outside. Gets inside the 20 down around the 18. And again, that'll be very close to a first down, and it will be a first down. Brandon Smith getting 10 yards on the carry, and the Arrows will have it 1st and 10, 17-yard line of the Brandon Valley Lynx. 1st and 10, Watertown, 17-yard line of Brandon. Arrows have 2 receivers to the right, Dawson Schmidt and Evan Faulkner. Wide to the left, Van Dusseldorp and Mason Lloyd. Shotgun, back to pass, Smith. Rush, throws underneath and threw it a little low and behind Evan Faulkner as Brandon was rushed that time and had to get rid of that ball quickly and threw that one into the ground. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Watertown Arrows at the 18-yard line of the Brandon Valley Lynx. 9:04 to go in the opening quarter, no score. This is the first possession of the ball for either team. Arrows have 2 receivers, Van Dusseldorp and Lloyd, wide to the left side. 2 to the right side as well. Mason in motion. Whoops, movement all over the place that time. Brandon moved, and then Brett Fossum moved as well, and that'll be a penalty against the Watertown Arrows. Their 2nd, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and 14. 2nd down and 14 for the Watertown Arrows. Ball back at the 22-yard line of Brandon Valley. 2nd penalty of this drive for the Watertown Arrows as well. Play call coming in from the sideline. The Arrows all looking to the sideline. They get the call now. Faulkner and Schmidt to the right side. Van Dusseldorp and Mason Lloyd to the left side. Fossum behind the quarterback. 5 men at the line of scrimmage. 1 defensive end lining up wide. Brandon back to pass. Sets his feet. Now throws across the middle. Got his man. Mason Lloyd spun down around the 16-yard line. On the carry was Joey Nemec on the tackle. Mason Lloyd on the completion. Gain of 7. Brings up a 3rd down and 8 for the Watertown Arrows. The ball down around the 15-yard line on 3rd down and 8. Arrows stay with the same formation. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Brandon Smith with Brett Fossum behind him. Takes the snap, back to pass. Good move. Nice ball bite to Fossum. Puts his head down. Fossum gets inside the 10, down at the 7-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. At least it looks like it. They haven't indicated that. Now they do. It'll be 1st and goal for the Watertown Arrows. Gain on the play of 7. So it'll be 1st and goal at the 7 for Watertown. Good move by the defensive end, Parker Reed. He got on Brandon Smith quick, but Fossum was there and made the catch. Snap and give. Nope, Brandon pulls it back out, and there's Reed again, grabbing him by his jersey and pulling him down. And that's Parker Reed, 6'2", 235, and a junior. It'll be a loss of a couple of yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 9. Parker Reed's been doing a good job. But Tyler Dean, the left tackle over here, has to do a better job of containing Parker Reed. He's very quick on the outside. He's got good size at 235 and a junior, but he's very quick. And he did a nice job of getting it on the quarterback that time. 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line. Same formation. Brandon takes the snap. Back to pass. Throws the slant. Got it to Evan Faulkner. He'll get down to the 1-yard line before he's thrown down. And Evan is hurt on the play as well, as that play continued well after the catch was made and Faulkner was thrown down hard. It'll be 3rd and goal at the 1-yard line. A gain of 8 on the play, so it's 3rd and goal for the Watertown Arrows. Evan comes out of the ball game under his own power, so he'll be all right. Dawson Schmidt, now a slot on that right side for the Watertown Arrows is Wyatt Berner. So the Arrows with 2 receivers either way. This is 3rd and goal around the 1-yard line. Mason Lloyd, give to Brett Fossum, running hard. Did he spin in or not? No indication yet. Now there is. Brett Fossum from 2 yards out on the touchdown. And the Arrows go on top by a score of 6-0 here in the first quarter. 886-8444. 886-8444. Get yourself registered. You could be a lucky winner of a Dutch Boy soft cloth car wash. 12-play, 80-yard drive for the Watertown Arrows. Rumpsa's kick is up, and it is good. 6:47 to go in the first quarter. Arrows 7, Brandon Valley nothing. We'll come back in 30.
Brian's Glass is a proud supporter of high school athletics and wishes all of the Watertown Arrows athletes good luck during the year. Brian's Glass can assist you with commercial and residential glass needs and is also able to assist you with your windshield needs. For all of your glass needs, contact Brian's Glass at 886-5328. That's Brian's Glass, 886-5328. And go Arrows.
I do have my name for this time. Everybody can wait and call back for the next time we score.
Sounds good. Thanks, Rod. Appreciate it. That was a 12-play, 80-yard drive by the Watertown Arrows. There were 2 penalties against Watertown in that drive as well. But Brandon Smith was 5 of 6 for 68 yards passing on that opening drive. It'll be Watertown to kick off from the 40-yard line, and Rumsa will do that. Back deep for Brandon Valley. They await this kick, and one of those back deep is their very good running back, Tate Johnson back there. Can't tell who the other one is, but they see if they kick it to Johnson or away from him. Rumpsa approaches the ball. It's an onside type kick, and it's going to be covered at the 45-yard line. The Arrows tried kind of an onside type kick, but it was recovered by Ryan Barker for Brandon Valley, and they'll have good field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their 45-yard line. Skolton at quarterback has 2 receivers to the left side, 1 receiver to the right side. Shotgun formation, empty backfield. Skolton on 1st and 10 takes the snap, back to pass, flips it out here, got his receiver, brought down immediately. Cole Silliuson on the reception. It's going to be a gain of 4. Silliuson gets 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Van Dusseldorf and also Lossingen on the tackle that time. 2nd down and 6 for Brandon. They send Hilton wide to the left side, line up with an I formation. Wickersham the fullback, Johnson the I back. Skolton takes the snap. He'll give to Johnson, running hard, running right. Johnson, he's going to get 6 yards and get a 1st down before he's turned back on the play. Wirch isn't on the play. Sam Stropp in on the play, but not before he gets 6 yards and a 1st down. It'll be 1st and 10 for Brandon Valley, 45-yard line of the Watertown Arrows. Brandon brings in fresh receivers. Silliuson, McCann comes into the ball game. McCann goes wide to the left side. Wide to the near side comes Silliuson. I formation again behind the quarterback, Thomas Skolton. Takes the snap, gives to the I-back running left. Got a good block, cuts upfield, runs hard and runs fast. Brought down on the play by Lincoln Stahl, and then a penalty flag comes in late on the play. It's going to be a gain of about 7, and then a flag comes in late, and we'll see what the call is going to be here. Give him 8 yards on the carry. Officials talking it over, and now they will step out and they will say what? Personal foul against Watertown, and that'll be a 15-yard penalty against the Watertown Arrows. And that will give Brandon Valley quickly very good field position as it'll be down to the 22-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Brandon Valley at the 22. Hilton goes wide to the left side. Offset eye to the right shoulder of the quarterback, Thomas Skolton, on 1st down. Takes the snap, gives to Johnson. Johnson bounces left, hit by Van Dusseldorf, and then brought down on the play by Sam Stropp. Gain of 4 on the carry for Tate Johnson. Tate Johnson, very fast and very shifty. 5'8", 165, and a junior. Good running back for the Brandon Valley Lynx. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for Brandon inside the Arrow 20 at the 17-yard line. Hilton goes wide to the left side. Offset I formation to the left shoulder. Now they shift tight end and wing to the left as well. Skolton takes the snap. He'll give. Johnson runs left. Blockers ahead of him. Cuts inside. Heads for the end zone and scores. 18-yard touchdown run for Tate Johnson with 4:46 to go here in the first quarter. Brandon draws to within 1 of the Watertown Arrows. That goes in the books as a 5-play, 55-yard drive, assisted by a 15-yard personal foul penalty. Brandon will try to tack on a point after. Jory Sorensen to do that. Holder is Cole Siliuson. Snaps good, sets down, kick is up, and it is good. 4:46 to go here in the first quarter. 7-7 our score. Brandon kicks when we come back in 30.
High school athletics is a huge part of a community. I'm Dr. Ross Schulte, and the team at Family Dental Center would like to recognize and thank the athletes for their hard work and dedication.
And I'm Dr. Amy Schulte. The team at Watertown Family Eye Care is proud of our Arrow athletes. We wish them the best as they pursue their dreams on and off the field.
Family Dental Center
and Watertown Family Eye Care, 2 great teams, 1 location, 22 19th Street Southeast in Watertown.
It's a 5-play, 55-yard drive. Most of it, Tate Johnson, the running back. 4 carries, 36 yards. They completed 1 pass and had a 15-yard penalty against the Watertown Arrows. 7-7 our score with 4:46 to go here in the first quarter of play. And once again, it'll be Sorensen to kick off to the Watertown Arrows. Sorensen approaches the ball. High end over end kick. It's going to go in. Nope, not in. Yep, it did go in the end zone. It looked like they were just outside, but they did step in the end zone. So it'll be 1st and 10 Watertown. 20-yard line is where they will start their second possession. It's 4:46 to go in the first quarter. 7-7 our score. 1st and 10 Watertown. 20-yard line is where they have it their own. They'll line up with Dawson Schmidt wide to the left side. Roble comes wide to the near side here. Mason Lloyd joins him. Slot on the right side is Evan Faulkner. Running back behind the quarterback, Brandon Smith, comes in motion and takes the handoff. Cuts behind a block. That's Evan Faulkner. Good hard run. He'll get 22 yards. The ball came loose. It looked like he was down he was down when the ball came loose. A gain of 12 on the play for Evan Faulkner, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Watertown Arrows at the 32. Good blocking on the left side of the line for the Watertown Arrows that time. Tyler Dean over there, also Mason German. 1st and 10 Arrows at the 32-yard line of the Brandon Valley Lynx. 7-7 score, 4:20 to go in the opening quarter. Ball on the left hash mark. 2 receivers either side for Brandon Smith. Linebackers creep up. Brandon has Mason Lloyd in motion. Fakes the handoff. Back to pass. Throws it deep down the sideline here for Roble. Makes the catch. Is he in or out? They say he was out on the play. So it is incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Watertown Arrows. Good ball by Brandon. Roble made the catch, but he was out of bounds according to the official. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 for Watertown. Ball at the 32-yard line for the Watertown Arrows. Roble wide to the left side, joined by Lloyd. Wide to the right is Dawson Schmidt. Faulkner, the slot there. Fossum behind the quarterback, Brandon Smith on 2nd and 10. Takes the snap. Throws it behind Evan Faulkner. He's going to dive on it. They are going to rule it an incomplete pass. It was kind of behind him, so he was afraid it was a backwards lateral. It was not. It'll be an incomplete pass and bring up a 3rd down and 10. Not sure why the officials are waving their arms and blowing their whistle. They were looking at something on the clock. Not sure what. Having a conversation about something. Now the official's going to step out and say. So 6 seconds ran off the clock was the problem, so they reset the clock to 4 minutes. 3rd down and 10 for the Watertown Arrows. They have it at their 32-yard line. 7-7 score with 4 minutes to go, or 3:58 now. Reset the clock to 4 minutes. It's at 3:58. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. 1 running back behind Brandon Smith on 3rd down and 10. Brandon straight back to pass. Good protection. Now it breaks down. Now he scrambles. Now he throws it to Roble, but overshoots him a little too high. Incomplete. And it'll be punt for the Watertown Arrows here from their 32-yard line. And dropping back to receive the punt will be Joe Kolbach. Jacob Van Dusseldorp to do the punting. The Arrows have had problems this year snapping the ball. Got to get the snap clean first. Then it's a roller to Van Dusseldorp. He gets a line drive kick that rolls forward. It's going to go across the 50-yard line, but not by much. It's going to stop at the 48-yard line. So again, Brandon with great field position, as they'll have it this time, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. 3:46 to go in the opening quarter, 7-7 score. The Lynx moved the ball down the field really quick on their first possession. They have it 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Hilton goes wide to the left side. I formation behind the quarterback. Thomas Skolton on 1st and 10 at the 48. Skolton gives to Tate Johnson. Starts right, cuts left. Short gain this time. Maybe a yard on the carry for Johnson. To the 49. Brings up a 2nd down and 9. Big number 77 for the Watertown Arrows. Making the tackle, and that's John Torres with the help of the linebacker. 2nd and 9. Hilton goes wide to the left side. I formation behind Skolton on 2nd down and 9, 49. Takes the snap. Pitch. Running right with the ball is Tate Johnson. Trying to get to the outside. The Arrows try to close. He got by 1 Arrow and gained about 7 yards on the carry. Man who had a shot at him there was Braxton Riefenberger, but Tate Johnson able to step around him and gain 7 on the carry. So it'll be 3rd down and 2. Skolton under center takes the snap. Running right is Johnson. He'll easily get the 1st down. Pulls his way down to the 36-yard line. And that'll be a gain on the play of 8 more for Tate Johnson and a 1st down. Brandon has it 1st and 10 at the Watertown Arrow 36-yard line. 7-7 score, 2:43 to go first quarter. Back into the game, Silliuson and McCann. McCann goes wide to the left side. Johnson joins him out there. Wide to the right side is Silliuson. Empty backfield for Skolton on 1st and 10. Skolton takes the snap, back to pass, throws a wide receiver screen. Got 1 block, but that was it. And coming up to make a good play for the Watertown Arrows there was Peyton Johnston, a gain of a couple of yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8. 2nd down and 8 for Brandon inside the 35-yard line of the Watertown Arrows. Again, 2 receivers left. I formation this time behind the quarterback, Thomas Skolton. He has hit 1 receiver line up as a wing left. Give is to Johnson. Hard straight ahead. Puts his shoulder down. Goes sideways. Thrown down by Brett Fossum. Gain of 4 on the carry for Johnson before Fossum brings him down. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 4 at the 30-yard line of Watertown for the Brandon Valley Lynx. 1.5 to go first quarter. 7-7 is our score. 3rd down and 4 for Brandon. McCann goes left, joined out there by Johnson. Empty backfield once again for Thomas Skolton. Skolton in a shotgun, awaits the snap, takes it. Back to pass, throws it quickly out. Got his man, made the catch to the 25-yard line. And that'll be a gain of 5 to Silliuson. And a 1st down. 1st and 10 for Brandon Valley at the Arrow 25-yard line. Braxton Riefenberger in on the tackle that time and on the coverage. Minute to go first quarter, 7-7 score. Brandon has it 1st and 10, Arrow 24. Siliuson wide to the left side. Wide to the near side comes McCann. Offset eye to the right side of the quarterback, Thomas Skolton. McCann moves in as a wing right. Skolton gives the ball to Johnson. Goes straight ahead through the hole. Keeps going. He's going to break tackles and score. Johnson from 24 yards out on the touchdown as Tate Johnson, he's 5'8", he's 165 and a junior. He's fast, but he also makes you miss. And that'll put it a 13-7 lead for Brandon with 46 seconds to go in the first quarter. 7-play, 52-yard drive for the Brandon Valley Lynx, and they'll try to tack on a point after here. Sorensen for the kick. Siliuson for the hold. Sets it down. Kick is up, and it is through the uprights. 14-7 Brandon. 46 to go in the first quarter. They'll kick to the Arrows in 30.
Uptown Cleaners will simplify your life with their dry cleaning and laundry service for shirts, suits, dresses, coats, blankets, bedspreads, comforters, and more. With drive-up-to-the-door convenience and same-day service, along with text or email notification when your items are ready for pickup, Uptown Cleaners really does make life easier for you. Uptown Cleaners, 123 5th Street Southeast on Highway 81. Call 882-4041. Uptown Cleaners, proud supporter of Arrow Sports.
7-play, 52-yard drive by Brandon. 44 of those yards, again, by Tate Johnson. So he has 80 yards rushing already, and it's just the first quarter, and he has 80 yards rushing for the Brandon Valley Lynx. They are also 3 for 3 passing, so just about a perfect offensive quarter for Brandon Valley, and they will kick for the third time in the ball game. There's a huge crowd here tonight for this homecoming game. Sorensen, end-over-end kick. This one's going to be short and returned from the 5, and then Peyton Johnston drops it, picks it up at the 10. He fumbles it. The Arrows pick it up. There was Devin Miles to pick it up, but it'll be deep in Arrow territory on the fumble by Peyton Johnston. And it'll be 1st and 10 Arrows back at the 9-yard line is where they will start. You can't make mistakes like that against any team, but especially you can't against a good team like Brandon Valley. So the Arrows start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10 at their 9-yard line. They line up with a wide receiver to the left side. This time is Nate Ingalls. Trips right, running back Brett Fossum behind the quarterback. Fossum awaits the snap, takes the snap. Throw is inside and low. Was it caught or incomplete? I think it was incomplete. No, it was caught, and it'll be a loss of a yard on the pass completion. And the Arrows will not snap another snap as we'll run it down to the end of the quarter here. Brandon 14, Watertown 7. You're listening to Arrow Football on KWAT. Clock down to 4, down to 2, down to 1. They did get the snap off. Brandon Smith carries around the right side, and Brandon's going to get out across the 15. Good run by Brandon Smith that time, as he'll get it out to about the 17-yard line where it'll be 3rd down and short. A gain of 9 on the carry for Brandon. Quarter's over, 14-7 Lynx. We'll come back in 1 minute.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan requires more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guide you every step of the way to help you make sure the future you imagine becomes the future you achieve. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Contact Bill Keller in the Watertown office of Northwestern Mutual.
All it takes is one
smile, one text,
one question, conversation,
invitation, discussion.
All it takes is 1 minute,
One moment,
one comment.
one compliment.
All it takes is one pledge. To be the one.
To be the one,
The one to show you care.
the one to reach out, the one to ask.
It doesn't seem like enough.
But when someone is considering suicide,
one could be all it takes to change their mind.
Visit BeTheOneSD.com for signs of crisis or depression. Then be the one to show you care.
A message from Glacial Lake Safe. Suicide awareness for everyone.
Second quarter set to get underway. The Arrows have it 3rd down and 2, and they have it down around the 16-yard line. Brandon takes the snap. He looks. He throws it out in the flat. Got his man. Got to try to get the first down. Evan going to fight for it. He'll get very close to it, and he will get the first down. Evan Faulkner with the reception and a first down for the Watertown Arrows. They'll keep possession, 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. 110 yards of offense in that first quarter for the Arrows. 97 for Brandon. Brandon took it in twice. The Arrows scored once. 14-0 Lynx on top. 1st and 10 Arrows, 20-yard line is where they have the football. Brandon takes the snap, gives to Brett Fossum. He goes left and then around the outside, runs into a defender and gets knocked out of bounds after a short gain on the play. Brett got 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8. 14-7 in favor of Brandon. The Arrows have it 2nd and 8 now around the 22. They line up with Dawson Schmidt wide to the right side. 2 receivers, now 3 receivers to the left side. Shotgun formation for Brandon Smith. Takes the snap, sets, goes down the left side. His man's out there, but he overshot him. That was Ingalls out there who had beat the defense, but Brandon overshot him, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 8 for the Watertown Arrows at the 22-yard line. 11:22 to go in the second quarter. Brandon Valley leading by a score of 14-7. So the Arrows have a 3rd down and 8 here, back at their 22-yard line. They have trips left short side of the field. Dawson Schmidt wide to the right side of the field. And Brandon Smith in shotgun formation on 3rd and 8. Has a man in motion. Takes the snap. Back to pass. Sets. Throws it out here. Got his man Dawson Schmidt. Hilton fell down. And Schmidt was open. He gets to the 40-yard line. That'll be a gain on the play of 18 and an Arrow first down. Good ball that time by Brandon Schmidt. Brandon Smith and Dawson Schmidt made the reception. It'll be 1st and 10 Arrows at the 40-yard line. Watertown has trips left and 1 to the right side. Running back to the right shoulder of the quarterback. Man in motion, Mason Lloyd. Give is to Fossum. He'll go straight ahead. He'll be grabbed there by Isaac Rodriguez and brought down. But a gain of 4 on the carry for Brett Fossum brings up a 2nd down and 6. 2nd and 6 for the Watertown Arrows from their 44-yard line. Arrows look to the sideline for the play call. And they get it. They line up with 3 receivers to the left side. Dawson Schmidt to the right side. On 2nd down and 6, Brandon Smith awaits the snap. Gets a high one. Flips it out in the flat. Defender was there, almost picked it off. It went by the defender, and Ingalls still able to make the catch on the play. And he'll gain yardage to just about a first down, and it is a first down. So a gain of 6 on the pass completion that time to Nate Ingalls. 1st and 10 Arrows at midfield. Coming up on play number 9 of this drive that started on Watertown's 9-yard line. They have it 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line. Faulkner and Schmidt wide to the right side. Wide to the left side is Ingalls. He's joined out there, I think, by Wyatt Berner. In motion goes Evan Faulkner. Brandon takes the snap. He'll give to Brett Fossum. Brett gets to the line of scrimmage and then is thrown back on the play. No gain on the carry that time for Brett Fossum. It'll be 2nd and 10 Arrows at the 50-yard line. 9:24 to go in the first half. Brandon 14, Watertown 7. 2nd and 10 for the Arrows at the 50-yard line. At halftime, our lower level look tonight, we'll take a look at the JV program with JV head coach Brandon Huth. 2nd down and 10, 50-yard line. 2 receivers either way for Watertown. Brandon awaits the snap. Gets a good one. Back to pass. Sets his feet. Throws it down into the dirt, though, as that ball looked like it kind of slipped out of his hand and it nose-dived into the turf, incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 10 for the Watertown Arrows at the midfield stripe. Clock stops with 8:55 to go here in the first half. Arrows trail by a 14-7 margin. This Brandon crowd knows when to cheer. They're going to cheer when their defense needs it. 3rd down and 10 from the midfield stripe. 2 receivers either way. Brandon Smith has Fossum directly behind him. Shotgun formation on 3rd and 10. Brandon back to pass. Rolls to his right. Looks down the sideline. Heaves it out here for Dawson Schmidt. Dawson caught the ball. Hilton was there and swung at it, but Dawson pulled it in. A great catch by Dawson Schmidt. That'll be 40 yards and a 1st down for the Watertown Arrows. Dawson Schmidt with a great job of concentrating on the play that time and pulled it in for a 1st and goal for Watertown at the 9-yard line. So that's a 41-yard completion. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line. Brandon awaits the snap from center, takes it. He'll give to Fossum, pull it out himself, take it to the right, and get to the 6 before he's pushed down. Gain of 3 on the carry for Brandon Smith. Brings up a 2nd and goal from the 6-yard line for Watertown. This will be the 13th play of this drive that started on Watertown's 9-yard line. 14-7 Arrows on top, 8:19 to go in the first half. Check that, the Arrows trailing 14-7 with 8:14 to go in the first half. 2 receivers either way. Brandon Smith has a man in motion, takes the snap, gives to Fossum. Nope, now he's going to throw the slant, but through the hands of the intended receiver there. And that was intended for who? Ingalls out there. The ball was there. There was a lot of traffic there as well, and Ingalls couldn't pull it in. So it'll be 3rd and goal for the Arrows at the 6-yard line. 3rd and goal for Watertown, 6-yard line. Long time getting the play in here from the sideline. Still haven't got the play. Still haven't got the play. The official already put his arm in the air in the back of the end zone, so the coach has got to pay attention to that. There's the count at 1. There's 2. Arrows are going to take a timeout, and they will. 8:03 to go here in the first half of play. 14-7 Brandon. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back in 30 seconds.
Clausen & Sons Construction will have the same great service that you've come to expect. Ken, Chad, and Jeremy can help you with your residential, farm, and business construction. There's no job too big or too small. Whether it's clearing, grading, site preparation, gravel hauling, road rebuilding, or lagoons, they can get the job done. They sell gravel, crushed concrete, recycled asphalt, and landscape rock. Clausen & Sons Construction have appreciated your business and look forward to working with you. Call 882-3735 today. That's Clausen & Sons Construction in Watertown.
14-7 Brandon here with 8:03 to go in the first half of play. The Arrows took too long getting that play in and had to use a timeout there first of the first half. They will have it 3rd down and goal at the 6-yard line here. Brandon has had the ball twice and scored both times on a 55-yard drive and a 52-yard drive. The Arrows scored on an 80-yard opening drive and now have it 3rd down and goal at the 6-yard line for the Watertown Arrows. They line up with 2 running backs in the backfield this time. 1 receiver right, 2 receivers to the left side. Cale Stevenson not available tonight. Snap, give. He's going to throw it. Nope, Faulkner's going to run with it. Now he's going to look to throw it. He's going to try to get in the end zone, and he flies high in the air. The ball came loose. And the recovery is going to be made by Brandon Valley, I believe. Evan Faulkner was end to end for end up in the air. And when he went flying up in the air, the ball must have come loose. because if it came loose when he hit the ground, and he's asking the official, but it's going to be a fumble on the play by Watertown. Evan went feet up in the air, and the ball must have come loose either when he hit the ground, or obviously it had to come loose before he hit the ground, or it wouldn't have been a fumble. At any rate, Brandon Valley has the ball 1st and 10 at their 3-yard line. They line up with an I formation behind the quarterback on 1st down. Johnson runs right. He runs hard. He's going to run out of bounds on the sideline, but a nice gain by Tate Johnson. Evan Faulkner has been pounded here tonight. He's been hit hard a number of times. Gain of 8 on the carry for Brandon Valley. It'll be 2nd down and 2 for the Brandon Valley Lynx. They have the ball around the 10. They line up with one receiver right. I formation behind the running back. Running left is Johnson, avoids one tackle, and he'll get out to the 17, 18-yard line. A gain of 8 more on the carry. In the first 2 possessions, he had 80 yards, so he's at 96 yards rushing already, and we're still 7.5 to go here in the first half of play. 14-7, Brandon on top. They have it 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line, their own, after recovering a fumble on 3rd and goal by the Watertown Arrows. 2 receivers go to the right side. Wing back on the right side. Running back behind the quarterback, Skolton. Skolton under center. Takes the snap. Pitch. Johnson's going to throw the ball. He throws it high in the air. Siliuson's out there. He makes the catch and runs into his own man on the halfback option pass. That'll go 10, 20, 30, 35 yards on the completion on the halfback option pass. It'll be 1st and 10, Brandon Valley. They will have it at the 46-yard line of the Watertown Arrows. 1st and 10 for Brandon at the Arrow 46. Wide to the left side comes McCann. Slot on the left side, Siliuson. I formation behind the quarterback. 1st and 10. In motion goes Siliuson. Back to the formation, wing back left. Snap, give to Johnson running right. Johnson tries to cut back. Still on his feet, and he'll run hard for 15 yards. Gain of 15 it'll be. 1st and 10 for Brandon Valley down at the 32-yard line of the Watertown Arrows. Offensive line of Brandon doing a good job of moving guys here. Hilton goes wide right. I formation behind the quarterback, Thomas Skolton. 1st and 10, Arrow 32. He'll give on, nope, back to pass. Looks across the middle, now deep down the field. Hilton's wide open and makes the catch in the end zone as the Arrow defensive back. I don't know if he stumbled and fell or what happened, but the Arrow defensive back, Riefenberger, let Hilton go, and Hilton pulls it in for a 32-yard touchdown for Brandon Valley. 6:13 to go in the first half. It's 20-7 Brandon, and they'll try to tack on a point after here. Sorensen to try to kick it through the uprights. Snap's good, sets down, kick is up, and it is through the uprights. 6:13 to go in the first half. 21-7 Brandon. We'll come back in 30.
Everyone at the Dairy Queen in Watertown is cheering the Watertown Arrows to a victory. After the game, stop in for one of their famous chicken strip baskets with fries, Texas toast, and country gravy. Don't forget to add a sundae, malt, shake, or blizzard to your meal. During the 212 reconstruction, be sure to use the 8th Avenue FedEx entrance. It's more than just fast food. It's fan food. Good luck to the Watertown Arrows and their game tonight from the Dairy Queen Grill and Chill on Highway 212 Watertown.
DQ. Happy tastes good.
5-play, 97-yard drive by Brandon Valley after they recovered the fumble on the Arrow by the Arrows on 3rd down and goal from the 6-yard line. Brandon goes 5 plays, 97 yards for the score, and they lead 21-7 here with 6:13 to go in the first half of play. Sorensen to kick off. Back deep, Evan Faulkner, and he's joined back there by Devin Miles. Kick is high, and it's going to be short this time. Faulkner at the 15, goes to the 20. Evan still on his feet, gets out across the 30. Ball came loose again. And are they going to say it was down this time, or is it Brandon ball?
Recovered by Watertown.
They will say that the Arrows have the ball, so the Arrows avoid a second straight turnover, and they will have it 1st and 10. And they'll spot it where? 33 is where they put it. 1st and 10 for Watertown at the 33. The Arrows have been able to move the ball well tonight, just have punched it in once. Van Dusseldorp, Faulkner, and Mason Lloyd come wide to the right side. Dawson Schmidt wide to the left side. Brett Fossum behind the quarterback Smith on 1st down. Brandon takes the snap, pump fakes, looks down the right side. He's got his man out here, Faulkner, and the ball slipped out of Brandon's hand, and it was fluttering like a wounded duck. If that was a perfect spiral, that ball is a touchdown because Faulkner was way behind the defender, but that ball came out and you know how it twists out of your hand, and it was fluttering like a wounded duck, and the defender able to recover and get in the way of the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10, Arrows, 33-yard line. Otherwise, that's 6 points. Trips right, 1 to the left. Brandon takes the snap. Pulls it out of Fossum. He'll run left. Brandon tries to cut it up. He's going to get pretty close to 5 yards on the carry. On the quarterback keeper that time. It'll be 3rd down and 5. The ball at the 38-yard line. 5.5 to go in the first half. Brandon Valley leading by a 21-7 margin here. The Arrows have it 3rd down and 5. Again, taking a long time to get this play in. And the back judge already has his arm in the air. Trips right for Watertown, 1 to the left. There's the count has started. Brandon takes the snap. He's back to pass. He looks. He flips it out here. Again, that ball spun funny out of his hands, and he threw it behind Evan Faulkner, and that ball is incomplete, and the Arrows will have to punt the ball. 21-7 in favor of Brandon. And the Arrows will be forced to punt here. Dropping back to receive it is Joe Kolbeck. Van Dusseldorp will punt it, and he awaits the snap. Gets a decent snap, heavy rush, got the kick away. It bounds, and it's going to get a good roll on the artificial surface all the way inside the 20 and down at the 15-yard line. And Brandon will have it 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Brandon has had it 3 times. They've scored all 3 times, and they'll have it 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line with 4:57 to go in the first half of play. Lynx leading the Arrows by a 21-7 margin. Cole Silliuson comes wide to the left side. Wide receiver to the right side. I formation behind the quarterback on 1st down. Skolton under center takes the snap. Gives to Johnson running right. Johnson goes sideways. He'll get out to the 17, a gain of a yard on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd down and 9. 2nd and 9 for Brandon Valley. The ball, about the 17-yard line, pretty close to it. Skolton runs in from the sideline with the play call. He sends 2 receivers to the left side, Silliuson and McCann. I formation behind the quarterback on 2nd down and 9. Back to the formation moves Cole Silliuson. Snap and play action. Rolling to his left, Skolton looks across the middle, throws across his body. He had his man wide open out there. It's a tough throw. Austin Vigans The tight end was the man who was the intended receiver that time, and he was open. Skolton was rolling to his left and had to throw kind of across his body right-handed, and it went incomplete. But somebody lost Austin Vigans that time, and if he gets that ball on the money, that's another touchdown. 3rd down and 9 for Brandon. They have it at their 16-yard line. See if the Arrows can make a defensive play, get the ball back here in the first half. Trips left for Brandon Valley, one running back to the right shoulder of the quarterback. Back to pass. Screen pass or an inside to Hilton, and that one goes through his hands. A wide receiver screen that time. Went through Hilton's hands, incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down, and it looks like Brandon Valley will have to punt for the first time in the ball game. Sorensen to punt. Evan Faulkner will go back to receive it. That was a pretty simple wide receiver screen that time. Hilton just took his eyes off the ball and went through his hands. Standing near his 2-yard line as Sorensen awaits the snap from center. And now a whistle and a timeout taken by Brandon. 3:57 to go here in the first half. Lynx leading the Arrows by a score of 21-7. We'll take a timeout and come back in 30.
No job is too big or too small for Heilman Homes. Want to build a new home? Want to do some remodeling? Need a deck or an extra garage? Call Heilman Homes at 868-1410. Dale has over 20 years of experience for all types of construction needs. That's Heilman Homes for building, remodeling, and now ready builds too. To help you with all your decorating, they have an interior decorator on staff. Call 868-1410.
So Brandon Valley taking that timeout with 3:57 to go in the first half of play, leading by a score of 21-7 over the Watertown Arrows. The Arrows have 2 return men back. Sorensen to punt this ball. Brandon really spread in their formation. A little movement on the right side. No penalty flags come out. Call a fair catch. Evan Faulkner doesn't. Gets hit immediately, and it's making the hit on the play was Mark Muchelnaz. And the Arrows will have it 1st and 10. That was a booming punt that time by Sorensen. From the 3 to the Arrow 40-yard line. So that almost a 60-yard punt that time. So Watertown has it 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Arrows line up with 2 receivers either way. Brandon awaits the snap, has a man in motion. Whistle, penalty flags fly. Looks like that'll be against the Arrows. We'll wait and see officially what the call is. It is a procedure penalty against Watertown. Will cost them 5 yards and bring up a 1st and 15 for the Arrows back at the 35-yard line. 1st and 15. Schmidt wide to the right side. Faulkner out here with him. Van Dusseldorp wide to the left side. Mason Lloyd over there with him. 1st down and 15 for the Watertown Arrows. The ball at the 35-yard line, their own. Arrows taking a long time to get the play in again. And finally do, and they line up at the line of scrimmage. Brandon has a man in motion. Again, extra players moving all over the place. So the Arrows had 2 men at least in motion and maybe 3 men in motion, and that'll cost them 5 more yards. So now it'll be 1st and 20 as the Arrows go the wrong direction here. 1st and 20 at the 30-yard line. First down and 20 for Watertown from the 30-yard line. 21-7, Brandon on top. Arrows line up with 2 receivers either way. Fossum behind the quarterback, Brandon Smith on 1st and 20. Brandon awaits the snap from center. Has a man in motion. Gets the snap this time. Rolls, wants to throw kind of a screen to Fossum. Not designed very well by the Arrows. Brett trying to make something out of nothing, though, as he goes back against the grain. And he's going to end up getting to the 41-yard line. So he'll get 11 of the yards back on that screen pass. That one made by Fossum as he saw all the defenders in front of him. He cut back the opposite way, and Brett was able to gain 11 yards. 2nd down and 9 for the Arrows. They move it to the 42, so now they move it back to where are they going to set it? They'll set it at the 42, so that's a 12-yard gain. 2nd down and 8 for the Arrows. Same formation. Brandon awaits the snap, takes it. He's going to pull it out himself, run right. He's got some running room. He'll get the 1st down and more. A gain on the carry of 11 for Brandon Smith. Boy, he sprained his ankle in that opening game of the year. When he's healthy, he adds a lot to the Arrow offense when he can run the ball like that. 1st and 10, Arrows 48. He hasn't been completely healthy since that sprained ankle early in that first game. 1st and 10, Arrows at Brandon's 48. Brandon awaits the snap. He'll give to Fossum this time. Tiptoes left, and then he's grabbed by Reed and pulled down after a short gain. Maybe got a yard. We're down to 2:44 to go in the half. Arrows trailing 21-7. Got to play with some urgency here now. Got to do things a little quicker. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Can't take so much time to get the play in with the clock running down to 2.5. Arrows still taking a long time to get this play in. It'll be 2nd down and 9 for Watertown. 2 receivers either way. Roble wide to the left side. On 2nd and 9, in motion goes Faulkner. High snap. Brandon's going to give to Fossum, but that one was broken before anything got going, and now a timeout going to be taken by Brandon Valley. 2:01 to go in the first half. 21-7 in favor of Brandon. The Arrows will have it 3rd and 14 when we come back in 30.
You live in the country, or maybe a small community, or downtown. Wherever you call home, Sanford Health is there. To rewrite healthcare so that it fits you, your family, your needs, and your health. To be alongside you as you overcome obstacles and celebrate joys. Because it's your life, and it's our passion. Health lives here. Sanford Health.
Brandon Valley taking the timeout. They'll have 1 timeout remaining. The Arrows have it 3rd down and 14. 3rd and 13 at the 49-yard line is where Watertown has it. See if they can keep this drive alive. Keep the football. Try to get some more points before halftime. Trailing 21-7. The Arrows send Dawson Schmidt wide to the right side. They have trips left in this formation, and they have Fossum behind the quarterback on 3rd down and 13. Brandon Smith awaits the snap. Man in motion is Mason Lloyd. Back to pass. Looks down the field. Throws it deep down the field for Dawson. Makes the catch. Did he hang on? He did. What a catch by Dawson Schmidt. Great catch by Dawson. And he came down on the ball, and I think he's got the wind knocked out of him down around the 10-yard line. But that is a 41-yard pass completion and another beautiful catch by Dawson Schmidt. And the Arrows will have it 1st and 10 around the 11-yard line. Dawson walking off the field under his own power. Made a beautiful catch on that play, diving flat out, pulled it in, and when he hit the ground, I think it was kind of one of those knock the wind out of you situation. So the Arrows have it 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. Roble goes wide left. Faulkner joins him out there. Mason Lloyd left as well. Ingalls wide to the right side, running back behind the quarterback. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. Brandon Smith awaits the snap, gets a good one. He's going to give the handoff to Fossum. Brett battles to the 5-yard line. Gain of 6 on the carry. It'll be 2nd down and 4 for Watertown. 2nd down and 4 at the 5-yard line. 1:10 to go in the first half of play. Brandon leading 21-7. The Arrows looked like they were going to score on their 3rd possession, and they fumbled it near the goal line. Trips left, 1 receiver right. Brandon takes the snap. He'll pull it out himself, try to go to the outside, cuts it upfield. He's not going to get there, though. and looks like he's going to come up a little bit short of the first down even. A gain of 3 on the carry. It'll be 3rd down and a yard for Watertown. Dawson Schmidt back on the field. Ingalls goes out. We're down under 30 seconds or 40 seconds to go here. Arrows in their formation on 3rd and goal, and that was not, and Brandon Smith pulled it out. What a great job by Brandon Smith. He pulled it out as Reed went to tackle Brett Fossum. Brandon pulled it back out, and he went around the left side for the score, and the Arrows draw to a 21-13 ball game here with 20 seconds to go in the half. Nice play by Brandon Smith again with a great fake. Gave it to Fossum, pulled it back out, and took it in himself. Rumsa to kick the extra point, puts it up and through the uprights. 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Arrows trailing 21-14. They'll kick to Brandon in 30.
Great buys this week at Hy-Vee in Watertown. Red seedless grapes, 69 cents a pound. Hy-Vee canned vegetables, 3 for $1. Pork spare ribs, 99 cents a pound. Hy-Vee 12-count glazed donuts, $5. And Hershey Gusset candy, buy 2 at $9.99. Get 1 free at Hy-Vee.
Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every eye.
That is an 8-play, 60-yard drive by the Watertown Arrows. Big play on that drive. Dawson Schmidt pulling in a 41-yard diving catch. And then Brandon Smith taking it in from 3 yards out. It's 21-14 in favor of the Brandon Valley Lynx. 20 seconds to go here in the first half of play, 21-14. Cade Rumsa will kick the ball off from the 40-yard line, right hash mark. Back deep to receive it, Tate Johnson. And also back there, I believe, is Muchelhaus. Rumsa, line drive kick away from Johnson. Going to bound, going to roll, going to go out of bounds, and that'll be a penalty, and that'll come out to the 35-yard line. So Brandon will have it 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line is where they will take it with 20 seconds remaining, or will they make them kick it again? They're going to say we want to take the penalty and make them kick it again.
Kicking team, receiving team has elected 5-yard penalty.
Yeah. It's a good decision. Make them re-kick it and get a chance for a run back here. They were kicking it away from Tate Johnson. Mark Muchelnaust over there was on the far side. And now the Arrows will kick from the 35-yard line instead of the 40. Still 20 seconds to go in the first half. 21-14 as Brandon wants to get a return here. The Arrows after scoring on their first possession, tried an onside kick. And now they will be forced to kick it from the 35-yard line. And Cade Rumsa is going to put it down on the left hash mark this time at the 35. Obviously, the Lynx want to get it in the hands of Tate Johnson on the return. So Rumsa will tow it from the 35-yard line as he receives the official's whistle and approaches the ball. Kicks it high, end over end. It's going to come down at the 10. Muchelnaust to the 20, 25, still on his feet. And he'll get out around the 32 or 3-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 Brandon Valley from around the 30. Where are they going to put it down? 34-yard line is where they will put it. So they lost a yard on that attempt, but they got a return. So 1st and 10 Brandon Valley from the 34. 13 seconds remaining. Ciliuson comes wide to the left side. Receiver wide to the right side. Running backs 2 behind the quarterback in an I formation. Thomas Skolton looks over the D. Skolton takes the snap. Back to pass on play action. Now rushed. Gets away from the rush. Now he's going to run the ball down the right sideline. Still on his feet. And he'll run out of bounds around the 40 with 4 seconds remaining. So that'll be a gain on the play of 10, 20, 25 on the carry. And it'll be first and 10 for Brandon from that point, and they have 4 seconds to work with. First and 10 Lynx at the 39-yard line of the Watertown Arrows. They line up with Hilton wide to the right side, Trips to the left side, and now the Arrows are going to take a timeout. So 4 seconds to go in the half. Brandon 21, Arrows 14. We'll take a timeout as well and come back in 30.
Everyone at the Dairy Queen in Watertown is cheering the Watertown Arrows to a victory. After the game, stop in for one of their famous chicken strip baskets with fries, Texas toast, and country gravy. Don't forget to add a sundae, malt, shake, or blizzard to your meal. During the 212 reconstruction, be sure to use the 8th Avenue FedEx entrance. It's more than just fast food, it's fan food. Good luck to the Watertown Arrows and their game tonight from the Dairy Queen Grill and Chill on Highway 212 Watertown.
DQ, happy tastes good.
4 seconds to go in the first half of play. Brandon 21, Watertown 14. The biggest thing you don't want to do here is let anybody get behind you. Now, Skolton easily will throw this ball into the end zone if he wants to. He's got a very strong arm. The ball's at the Arrow 39-yard line. So Skolton can easily heave this one into the end zone. Trips left. One receiver to the right side. Skolton, first and 10, 39. Arrow's playing real soft. Skolton rushed. Now he's going to run. Now he looks, throws it towards the end zone. And bobbling the ball, the Arrow defenders went in front of Tate Johnson. It looked like the Arrows were going to intercept it. It went through the Arrows, hit Johnson, and he bobbled it, but he dropped it out of bounds, incomplete. Very close to a huge play, and we are at halftime. Brandon Valley 21, Watertown 14. Let's take a 3-minute timeout.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
It's double winnings in September during Dutch Boy's 30-year anniversary celebration. When you fill up your 100-gallon gas card, 2 winners will be drawn every Monday. That's 10 winners who will each receive a book of 10 Works car washes. And when you fill up your 100-gallon gas card, you always get a free car wash. Clean up and fill up at your locally owned Dutch Boy Car Wash.
Clean up your act. Do it today. Do it the Dutch Boy Car Wash way.
High school athletics is a huge part of a community. I'm Dr. Ross Schulte, and the team at Family Dental Center would like to recognize and thank the athletes for their hard work and dedication.
And I'm Dr. Amy Schulte. The team at Watertown Family Eye Care is proud of our Arrow athletes. We wish them the best as they pursue their dreams on and off the field.
Family Dental Center.
And Watertown Family Eye Care, 2 great teams, 1 location, 22 19th Street Southeast in Watertown.
To achieve great things, it takes a great team. Attacker Plumbing and Heating Andor Incorporated, they have the get it done and then some team of talented, passionate people who will get the job done right. The service techs and those behind the scenes work together to provide top-notch service that you've come to expect from Tacker Plumbing and Heating Andor Incorporated for over 60 years. The business that service built.
Call on the business that service built. Call Tacker.
Are you a competitive parent? If so, keep your kids drug and alcohol free. It's a fact. 1 night of drinking can undo as much as 14 days of athletic training. Student athletes are expected to demonstrate year-round behavior that reflects positively on the individual, the school, and the community. The use of alcohol, tobacco, marijuana, and other drug use is not allowed. Student athletes need the support of parents, community members, teachers, and coaches. Be strong. Be the influence. Keep our youth alcohol and drug free. A message from the Watertown Healthy Youth Coalition and the Watertown Tobacco Free Coalition.
At Great Western Bank, they know that champions play as one. One team with one goal. They know that champions don't just happen. They are built with determination and the right mix of coaching and teammates. You can count on Great Western Bank as a trustworthy teammate that will go the extra mile to help you win. To learn more, visit your nearest branch today and become part of a winning team. Great Western Bank, making life great. Member FDIC.
21-17, our score in favor of Brandon Valley. Our halftime brought to you by Dairy Queen. The Arrows got the ball first and put together a 12-play, 80-yard drive. It was Brett Fossum from 2 yards out on the score. Point after was good. Arrows led 7-0 at 6:47 to go in the first quarter. The Lynx got the ball at their 45 after the Arrows tried an onside kick. They put together a 5-play, 55-yard drive. Tate Johnson from 18 yards out for the score. Point after made it 7-7, 4:46 to go in the first. Arrows went 4 plays and punt. Brandon took over on their 48. They went 7 plays, 52 yards. And again, it was Tate Johnson, 24 yards out for the score. 46 seconds to go in the first quarter. It was 14-7 in favor of Brandon Valley. The Arrows on their third possession took over on their 9-yard line. They were able to drive the ball down inside the 10. They actually looked like they were going to score. Evan Faulkner scrambling around the left side. Looked like it was going to be an option pass. And he tried to run the ball, and he got hit low, and his legs went up in the air, and he went flipping over. The ball came loose, and Brandon recovered, so no points for the Arrows. Brandon then went 5 plays, 97 yards, a 32-yard pass from Skolton to Hilton. Point after was good, made it 21-7, 6:13 to go in the half. The Arrows went 3 plays and punt. Brandon went 3 plays and punt. The Arrows then put together an 8-play, 60-yard drive, and it was a 3-yard touchdown run by Brandon Smith. The point after was good, and that's where we stand at halftime. Brandon 21, Watertown 14. This is the Dairy Queen halftime show. We'll have our lower level look when we come back in 3 minutes.
Everyone at the Dairy Queen in Watertown is cheering the Watertown Arrows to a victory. After the game, stop in for one of their famous chicken strip baskets with fries, Texas toast, and country gravy. Don't forget to add a sundae, malt, shake, or blizzard to your meal. During the 212 reconstruction, be sure to use the 8th Avenue FedEx entrance. It's more than just fast food, it's fan food. Good luck to the Watertown Arrows and their game tonight from the Dairy Queen Grill and Chill on Highway 212 Watertown.
DQ, happy tastes good.
This is Casey from Stony Brook Suites Assisted Living. Let me explain the many benefits of Stony Brook and how we can help look after your loved one. Our assisted living is specifically designed to look and feel like home. From our home-cooked meals to coffee socials with friends, your loved one will feel more than right at home. Stop in today at 500 16th Avenue or call 882-0013.
Life is sweet in Stony Brook Suites.
Clausen & Sons Construction will have the same great service that you've come to expect. Ken, Chad, and Jeremy can help you with your residential, farm, and business construction. There's no job too big or too small. Whether it's clearing, grading, site preparation, gravel hauling, road rebuilding, or lagoons, they can get the job done. They sell gravel, crushed concrete, recycled asphalt, and landscape rock. Clausen & Sons Construction have appreciated your business and look forward to working with you. Call 882-3735 today. That's Clausen & Sons Construction in Watertown.
This is Dustin with Active Heating. Participation in extracurricular activities helps develop the skills necessary for tomorrow's leaders. Active Heating is always striving to be the best, just like the Arrows. Knowledge, trust, communication, and a relentless pursuit of a common goal are what make the Watertown Arrows and our team at Active Heating so great. Thanks, Arrows, for your hard work and determination, and for getting active in our school and community.
All it takes is one
smile, one text,
one question, conversation,
Invitation, discussion,
all it takes is 1 minute,
one moment,
one comment,
one compliment.
all it takes is one pledge to be the one,
To be the one
to show you care.
the one to reach out.
the one to ask.
It doesn't seem like enough.
But when someone is considering suicide,
one could be all it takes to change their mind.
Visit BeTheOneSD.com for signs of crisis or depression. Then be the one to show you care.
A message from Glacial Lake Safe. Suicide awareness for everyone.
Time for a kitchen or bathroom remodel? Walk into Hometown and you can step into many different kitchens and bathrooms set up right on our showroom floor. You can see and feel exactly how your new kitchen or bathroom would look. Our staff at Hometown can help you choose the right cabinets, countertops, lighting, and hardware for your project. If it's time for a new kitchen or bathroom, make Hometown Building Center's showroom your first stop. Hometown Building Center on South Highway 20 in Watertown.
This is the Dairy Queen halftime show. It is 21-14 in favor of Brandon Valley here at halftime. They'll get the ball to start the second half. Lower level look brought to you by the Hometown Building Center. I had a chance to talk with Watertown JV coach Brandon Huth on the lower level look.
Coach, let's talk about the JV program so far. You guys have been going for a while. Tell me how things have been going.
Yeah, the year started off a little bit tough against Brookings there. Went down there and lost that one. Kind of a tough game. Had a few injuries there. But then we picked it up when we played Yankton and Central. Came back. A couple big wins on those guys. And then had Brandon Valley last week. They came down here. We had a few guys that were out, but the guys that were there, they played pretty hard. But overall, they were just a little too deep for us. We talked about being disciplined out there. Had a few mistakes early on that we're trying to clean up in the secondary, but hopefully going forward we'll be able to improve on that.
What's the goal at the JV level? What are you trying to get accomplished with those kids?
I mean, you got a couple things that you're looking for with that. Number one, obviously, you want to make sure everybody's having a good experience, having a good time out there, getting playing time. But at the same time, we're trying to get those guys ready that can contribute next year for us.
And some of those guys have to step in if there's an injury?
Yeah, I mean, we've lost a few guys off the JV roster this year just because they've had to step in and start for us at the varsity level. So we use it to evaluate, to see how guys are doing out there and see if they can contribute for us, the big guys.
So when you look at your team, where would you say are your strengths? Where are your weaknesses at the JV level?
Well, I mean, we're smaller than the majority of the people that we have, and as far as depth goes, I don't think we have as many people standing on the sidelines as the other teams do. But we've got guys that are playing hard, guys that are trying to prove themselves out there so that they can get a look for Friday nights.
What's the schedule look like now for the next couple of weeks?
I know we got Harrisburg coming up on Monday, but after that, I'd have to take a look. Just 1 week at a time, I guess.
Brandon Huth, the JV coach for the Watertown Arrow program. Our lower level look brought to you by the Hometown Building Center. 21-14 our score at halftime. Brandon Valley on top. This is the Dairy Queen halftime show. We'll come back and check statistics for you from that first half in 3 minutes.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan requires more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, and guide you every step of the way to help you make sure the future you imagine becomes the future you achieve. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Contact Bill Keller in the Watertown office of Northwestern Mutual.
Uptown Cleaners will simplify your life with their dry cleaning and laundry service for shirts, suits, dresses, coats, blankets, bedspreads, comforters, and more. With drive-up-to-the-door convenience and same-day service, along with text or email notification when your items are ready for pickup, Uptown Cleaners really does make life easier for you. Uptown Cleaners, 123 5th Street Southeast on Highway 81. Call 882-4041. Uptown Cleaners, proud supporter of Arrow Sports.
No job is too big or too small for Heilman Homes. Want to build a new home? Want to do some remodeling? Need a deck or an extra garage? Call Heilman Homes at 868-1410. Dale has over 20 years of experience for all types of construction needs. That's Heilman Homes for building, remodeling, and now ready-builds too. To help you with all your decorating, they have an interior decorator on staff. Call 868-1410.
Don't miss out on Dano's Marine's sizzling summer savings on all in-stock 2019 Ranger fiberglass, Ranger aluminum, and Ranger pontoons powered by Mercury Outboards. Dano's Marine, giving you the best possible price and service for your Ranger fiberglass, Ranger aluminum, and Ranger pontoons powered by Mercury. It's the sale you've been waiting for with all in-stock 2019 Ranger fiberglass, Ranger aluminum, and Ranger pontoons powered by Mercury Outboards. Save big now on all in-stock Ranger today at Dano's Marine, West Highway 212, Watertown, danosmarine.com.
This is Dr. Casey Johnson of Glacial Lakes Orthopedics in Watertown. My partners, Dr. Michael Venner and Dr. Jerry Reiber, and I would like to extend best wishes for safe and successful sports season for all of our area athletes. We are proud to continue to provide on the field and in the office sports medicine and orthopedic surgery services for all the Arrow and all Watertown area athletic programs. For an appointment today, call 882-2630 or go online and visit us at glaciallakes.orthopedics.com.
Let the team at Pregame Insurance in Watertown help you with your game plan. For over 50 years, the team at Pregame Insurance has been helping people make good, sound decisions when choosing health and life insurance, Medicare supplement and long-term care insurance, and executing a sound financial game plan. So call Vince or Carla or Bridget Rammel at Pregame Insurance today, 886-9043, or online, PregameInsurance.com.
This is the Dairy Queen halftime show. It is 21-14 Brandon at halftime. The Arrows could very well be tied. Take away that fumble at the goal line by the Watertown Arrows. Could be 21-all here at halftime, but it is not. It is 21-14 Brandon. The Arrows played that first half exactly like Coach wanted them to, and that was they wanted to possess the ball a lot in the first half. They did that. They had 41 offensive plays in that first half of play, and they had 265 yards. Unfortunately, Brandon scored on their first three possessions, and they scored quickly and got a lead of 21-7. It's 21-14 now. But the Arrows with 41 offensive plays in the first half for 265 yards. Brandon 22 offensive plays for 175 yards of offense. For the Arrows, they rushed the ball 20 times for 77 yards. Passing, Brandon Smith was 12 of 21 for 188 yards. 5 catches for Dawson Schmidt, and he has 137 yards receiving. He has 2 catches for 41 and 1 of 38 in that first half of play. So Dawson having a big game. 5 catches, 137 yards in the first half of play. Brandon Smith was 12 of 21 for 188 yards. And total offense for the Arrows, again, 41 plays for 265 yards. Brandon Valley rushed the ball 14 times for 137 yards. 13 of those carries from Tate Johnson, their good running back. 13 carries, 112 yards in the first half. Skolton had 1 carry there at the end for 25. 14 rushes, 135. Skolton was 4 of 7 passing for 43 yards. And Tate Johnson had a halfback option pass complete for 35. 5 of 8 passing, 78 yards in that first half of play. So Brandon Valley, 22 offensive plays for 175 yards. Nope, that's not right. Let me change that. Brandon Valley had 22 offensive plays for 215 yards. So that's what it was, 215 in the first half for Brandon Valley on 22 plays. The Arrows 41 plays for 265 in the first half. But as I mentioned, Brandon scored quickly. They scored on a 5-play 55-yard drive, a 7-play 52-yard drive, and a 5-play 97-yard drive on their first 3 possessions. They punted on their 4th and then ran out of time on their 5th possession. The Arrows scored on their opening possession, 12-play 80-yard drive. They drove the ball 14 plays down to the 3-yard line, but fumbled the ball away, and Brandon Valley took over on the 3. But the Arrows did score there late in the first half on an 8-play 60-yard drive to make it a 21-14 ball game here at halftime. So This is the Dairy Queen halftime show. You're listening to the Arrows on KWAT. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back in 2 minutes.
Ramkota Hotel is the perfect hotel to stay at while visiting for conventions and events, and is the only full-service hotel property in Watertown. Minerva is also provided for your convenience at the Ramkota. While staying at the hotel, guests can enjoy an indoor heated pool, hot tub, exercise facility, cocktail lounge, business center, and full-service meeting and banquet facilities, accommodating up to 1,600. Call today to find out more. The Ramkota, 886-8011.
Oh, honey, everything okay?
Oh, yeah. Oh, better than okay. You should have seen it. Stopped for gas, then I saw it. Hunting, fishing, deli, snacks, coffee, and I ate, and it was like they had everything I wanted.
Slow down, cowboy. Where is this place?
Oh, come on, I'll show you. It's amazing.
Lake Stop 20 has just about everything you need. Fuel, snacks, beverages, even breakfast made with real fresh eggs. Lake Stop 20, located on Highway 20 in Watertown.
It's a 3-day sale, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, September 27, 28, and 29 at Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee half-gallon white milk, 77 cents. Limit 2. Hunt's pasta sauce, 69 cents. Limit 3. Chinese 2-entree meal, $5.99. 3-day sale at Hy-Vee.
Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
This is Dr. Casey Johnson of Glacial Lakes Orthopedics in Watertown. My partners, Dr. Michael Venner and Dr. Jerry Reiber, and I would like to extend best wishes for safe and successful sports season for all of our area athletes. With advanced sports medicine training and over 50 years of combined clinical experience, we specialize in injury prevention and management, minimally invasive surgery, and accelerated recovery and rehabilitation. For an appointment today, call 882-2630 or go online and visit us at glaciallakes.orthopedics.com.
21-14 here at halftime. Brandon Valley on top. Arrows back out on the field. Brandon will join them shortly. Then they'll put the mandatory 3 minutes on the clock and run that down before we get set for the second half of action. I want to remind you, tomorrow we'll be in the Watertown Arena for volleyball as the Arrows host Harrisburg in volleyball tomorrow. And that'll be the JV at noon, sophomores after that, varsity at 2:30. We'll have the broadcast and live audio and video stream on our website for that tomorrow as well. Don't forget about the tailgate fundraiser before volleyball tomorrow. That'll be kind of on the northwest corner of the arena is where they will have that tailgate fundraiser tomorrow as well. So we'll be there for that. All right. One more time out, we'll get set for the second half. As you're listening to the Arrows on KWAT, we'll come back in 3 minutes.
Hi, this is Mandy from Kunkel Snyder Optometric. We're a full-scope eye clinic that offers eye exams for kids and adults of all ages. We have glasses that range from budget to name-brand designer. Our doctors fit a variety of contact lenses including astigmatism, bifocal, and even lenses for corneal disease and dry eye. They treat eye infections, pink eye, glaucoma, and even remove metal from the eye. We're here when you need us. We're open 5 days a week, have evening hours, and we're always accepting new patients. Call 882-4175 for an appointment or stop in and see us. We're on Highway 81 North in Watertown. Kunkel Snyder Optometric. Your family's eye care is our family business.
If all you want is a sip of water at the kitchen sink, any filter will do. I want better water in the laundry, better water in the bathroom, better water at every tap, in every room for everyone in my home. Every time, everywhere I use water, every day. So I got a whole home filtration system from Culligan. Now I ask you, how long will it take for you to call the Culligan Man?
Hey, Culligan Man.
I'm Jason Hansen, your local Culligan Man in Watertown. Call us today at 886-4830.
Hey, did you go out for breakfast?
Yep, got a sausage McMuffin with egg from McDonald's, melty cheese, and a buttery English muffin. You?
Cereal. Just dry cereal.
You know, that kind of looks like what we feed the parakeet.
Yeah, it's probably why he's giving me the stink eye.
Good thing I got a McMuffin for you, too.
There's a better way to breakfast.
Get 2 sausage McMuffin with egg sandwiches for just $4 at McDonald's. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with combo meal. Single item at regular price.
Brian's Glass is a proud supporter of high school athletics and wishes all of the Watertown Arrows athletes good luck during the year. Brian's Glass can assist you with commercial and residential glass needs and is also able to assist you with your windshield needs. For all of your glass needs, contact Brian's Glass at 886-5328. That's Brian's Glass, 886-5328. And go Arrows.
To achieve great things, it takes a great team. Attacker Plumbing and Heating Andor Incorporated, they have the get it done and then some team of talented, passionate people who will get the job done right. The service techs and those behind the scenes work together to provide top-notch service that you've come to expect from Tacker Plumbing and Heating Andor Incorporated for over 60 years. The business that service built.
Call on the business that service built. Call Tacker.
You get a call from the Social Security Administration saying your benefits will be canceled or suspended due to fraudulent activity. The scammer asks for personal information or funds by threatening that this is the only way they can quickly restore your Social Security number and benefits. Caller ID spoofing may make it seem like the call is legit, but Social Security Administration will not contact you in this manner. Do not press 1 to talk to an agent. Do not give out personal information. Do not send money. Just hang up. A message from the South Dakota Office of Attorney General, Division of Consumer Protection.
Halftime show brought to you by Dairy Queen this evening as we get set for the second half. Stats were brought to you by Pregame Insurance. Lower level look on the halftime brought to you by the Hometown Building Center. We are just about set for the start of the second half. 21-14 in favor of Brandon. And this first possession will be huge for the Watertown Arrows. If they can get a stop and get the ball back, the Arrows have been able to move the ball effectively tonight, but they got to get a stop here right away in the second half to try to get this ball back. Tate Johnson on the left side, far right side is Muchelnas as Rumsa will kick off at the 40-yard line. Cade approaches the ball and puts the leg to it, end-over-end kick. It's going to be Muchelnas at the 5. He's to the 10, 15, to the 20. Tripped up and falls forward to the 31-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for Brandon Valley around the 31-yard line. And they will give him the 32-yard line. So we'll put it at the 32 for Brandon Valley, and they'll have it 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. Wide receiver to the left side is McCann. He's got a slot out here. I formation offset to the right side of the quarterback, Thomas Skolton. Skolton awaits the snap, takes it, gives to Johnson running right. Gets around the outside. Johnson for 5 or 6 on the carry. Still battles his way to almost the 40-yard line. It's a gain of about 8. Good run by Tate Johnson, who was over 100 yards in that first half. He's over 120 now. It'll be 2nd down and 2 for Brandon at the 40-yard line. 2 receivers to the left side, offset eye to the right shoulder of Skolton on 2nd down and 2. Skolton takes the snap. He will give. Johnson runs hard and fast, breaking tackles. He's to the 50. He's to the 40 of the Watertown Arrows. That's a 20-yard run by Tate Johnson and another 1st down for the Brandon Valley Lynx. It'll be 1st and 10 for Brandon at the Arrow 39-yard line. Tate Johnson, 5'8", 165, and a junior, and he is a really good running back. And he's got a really good offensive line in front of him. I formation, 1 receiver to the left side. Skolton under center, takes the snap. He's going to give to Johnson running right this time. Cuts back against the grain. Going to be a holding call on this play, though, I think, against the Brandon Valley Lynx from where that flag came flying. An Arrow getting up slowly is Connor Wirtjes. And Connor's going to head to the sideline. There's going to be a holding penalty against Brandon Valley, the flag at the 40-yard line. And that'll be a 10-yard step off, a spot foul. So that'll take it back to the 50-yard line where it'll be 1st down and 21 for Brandon Valley at the midfield stripe. Hilton comes wide to the left side. Wing back on the right side. Offset eye to the right shoulder of the quarterback, Thomas Skolton. Skolton awaits the snap, takes the snap, flips it out in the flat, got it to Hilton. He makes a move. Faulkner grabs him and spins him down. Gain of 8 on the pass completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and 13 for Brandon Valley. The ball at the Arrow 42-yard line. Just underway in the second half. Brandon 21, Watertown 14. Hilton comes wide to the near side, short side, wing back on the right side, I formation behind Skolton. Now they shift to tight end and wing left, short side of the field. Skolton going to give running left is Johnson. Johnson cuts back. Johnson still on his feet. And Johnson going to get another 9 yards on the carry. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and about 4 for first down. Riefenberger making the stop on the play. 3rd down and 4 for Brandon at the 32-yard line of the Watertown Arrows. But they're definitely in 4-down territory if they need to be. McCann goes wide right. Johnson joins him out there. Wide to the left is Silliuson. Empty backfield for Skolton on 3rd down and 3. Takes the snap, throws it in the flat. Ball knocked away, incomplete. On the coverage was Peyton Johnston. The ball intended there for Tate Johnson goes incomplete. It'll be 4th and 3, and like I said, 2-down territory. They'll go for it on 4th and 3. 4th down and 3 for Brandon Valley. Ball left hash mark, Arrow 32. 2 receivers to the right side, 1 to the left side. Same formation. Empty backfield for Skolton. Skolton on 4th down and 3 takes the snap, steps back. He looks across the middle, got a man wide open, touchdown. Vigance on 4th and 3 gets a wide open touchdown pass, 32 yards for the score. 9:46 to go in the 3rd quarter, and it is 27-14 in favor of Brandon Valley. Vigance was wide open. The tight end just went straight up the field, and nobody went with him, and he was wide open for the touchdown. Sorensen to try to tack on a point after here. Snap's good, sets down. Kick is off the upright, but it goes through. It hit the upright, went up in the air and through. 28-14 Brandon. They'll kick to the Arrows in 30.
At Prairie Lakes, the collaboration and dedication of our talented team of healthcare professionals allows us to offer the specialty services of a major medical center while still providing personalized treatment right here at home. We are proud to be your regional leader, but more than that, we are proud to be your choice for quality healthcare. Prairie Lakes Healthcare System.
Your health, our mission.
6-play, 68-yard drive. Point after good makes it a 28-14 Brandon lead. And it was a 32-yard touchdown pass from Thomas Skolton to Austin Vigance. And that was on 4th down and 3. 9:46 to go in the 3rd quarter. 28-14, Brandon on top. Sorensen to kick off for the Brandon Valley Lynx. Miles and Faulkner back to receive it. Sorensen, line drive kick, going to bound around the 15, goes sideways. Evans going to pick it up around the 7, nowhere to go. He sidesteps a couple, he goes forward. He'll get to the 15-yard line, and that is it. It'll be 1st and 10, 15-yard line of Watertown for Watertown, trailing 28-14. So the Arrows will have it 1st and 10. 15-yard line is where the Arrows will have it as they break their huddle, trailing 28-14 here. Wide to the right side comes Van Dusseldorp, joined out here by Faulkner. 2 receivers left as well. Man in motion left to right. Give is to Fossum over the left side. Grabbed by Reed after a gain of about 4 yards on the carry. Brings up a 2nd down and 6 for the Arrows around the 20-yard line. Second down and 6 for Watertown at the 20-yard line. The Arrows line up in that same formation, 2 receivers either side. Brett Fossum behind Brandon Smith on second down and 6. Brandon shotgun. Takes the snap, back to pass, sets, throws it down into the turf. Was it caught? Looks like it was. Making the catch was Mason Lloyd. A gain of 5 brings up a 3rd down and 1. 3rd down and 1 for the Watertown Arrows. They have the ball right now at the 35-yard line. Ball on the left hash mark. Arrows looking to the sideline for the play call. And they get it. They'll line up with 2 receivers either way. Brandon Smith, shotgun formation on 3rd down and 1. 4 men on the line of scrimmage here. Brandon takes the snap, flips it out in the flat. Got it to his man, Mason Lloyd, who fights for a 1st down. Mason going to get 5 yards when it didn't, 6 yards when it didn't look like he was going to get anything. But he'll end up with 5 and a 1st down for the Watertown Arrows. 1st and 10, give him 7 yards as he battled across the 30 to the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 Arrows at their own 32-yard line with 8 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Brandon leading 28-14. 2 receivers either way for the Watertown Arrows. Brandon Smith has a man in motion, takes the snap, gives to the man in motion. Nope, pulls it out of his belly, and Brandon takes it forward himself. Gain of about 3 yards on the carry to the 35-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and 7 for Watertown from the 35-yard line, their own.
3 yards on that play. 2nd down and 7.
2nd down and 7 for the Arrows at the 35. 2 receivers either side. Fossum behind Smith on 2nd and 7. Brandon has a man in motion. Faulkner takes the snap. Going to give to Fossum. Nope, he pitches it to Faulkner, but he just dives for 1. Faked it to Fossum, pitched it to Evan. Evan got 1 yard. It'll be 3rd down and 6 for the Watertown Arrows. The ball at the 36-yard line. 3rd down and 6 for Watertown at the 36-yard line. The Arrows have 2 receivers either side. Brandon Smith, shotgun formation on 3rd down and 6. A lot of men coming. Back to pass. Sets his feet. He's going to throw it out here in the flat. Caught on the play, Evan Faulkner. Faulkner, stiff arms, and then he's pulled down around the 42-yard line. Awkwardly when he was pulled down. See if he's okay on the play. Evan was pulled down really awkwardly, and now he's getting up. It'll be 10, 20, 28 yards on the reception, and Evan looks like he's up and okay.
27 on the stop. Before a 1st down.
1st and 10 Arrows. Great catch by Evan Faulkner. The defender went for the ball and did not get it, and Evan's still able to keep his eyes on it and pull it in for 27 and a 1st down. 1st and 10, 42 of Brandon. 2 receivers either way. Brandon Smith takes the snap, gives to Fossum. He was hit as he got the handoff. He's able to dive back near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Arrows. Actually a loss of a yard as the defender was there. As soon as he got the handoff, he was popped pretty good, able to pull forward at least to only lose 1 yard. 2nd down and 11 for the Arrows. Ball on the right hash mark, 43-yard line of Brandon Valley. 2 receivers either way. Fossum behind Brandon Smith. 2nd down, 11. Brandon back to pass. Flips it underneath. Got his man Mason Lloyd. Sidesteps 1. Still on his feet. Battles hard for about 10 yards on the reception that time. Good ball by Brandon. Mason did a good job of catching it and fighting for extra yards. So the Arrows now in 2-down territory, where it is 3rd down and 1 at the 32-yard line of the Brandon Valley Lynx. Coming up on play number 9 of this drive that started on the Arrow 15. They line up with 2 receivers either way. Running back behind the quarterback on 3rd and 1. Man in motion. Give to Fossum. Fossum goes straight ahead. Looked like Brandon wanted to pull that out, but Fossum hung on to it, and he got 2 yards and an Arrow first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 Arrows at the 31-yard line of the Brandon Valley Lynx. 4:50 to go in the third quarter of play. Brandon 28, Watertown 14. The Arrows line up 2 receivers either way. Ball on the left hash mark. Fossum behind Brandon. 1st and 10, 32, blitz coming. Give is to Brett Fossum, and he is ripped down hard as soon as he got that handoff. He was tackled hard. Getting him was big number 70, Sam Lemke, the nose guard. Brett Fossum loses a couple of yards on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 12. Wonder if the Arrows have a screen to Fossum in their arsenal, because the linebackers and linemen are coming hard all of a sudden. Trips right for Watertown, 1 receiver to the left side. Brandon on 2nd down and 12. Brandon takes the snap, pump fakes, looks, throws it deep down across the middle, up for grabs, and intercepted. That ball was intended for Faulkner, but that was thrown down the middle of the field, and Joe Colbeck had the best shot at it, and he intercepted that ball. So the second time the Arrows have been down deep in Brandon territory and turned it over. Once on a fumble at the 3, this time on an interception at the 2-yard line. Lynx take over 1st and 10 at their 2-yard line. Brandon just kind of threw that one up, hoping Evan would be able to get there, but it was too far to the inside of Evan Faulkner, and Joe Colbeck did a good job defensively of getting position and picking that ball off. 1st and 10 for Brandon Valley. Hilton comes wide to the left side. Shotgun formation, wing right, running back to the right shoulder of Skolton on 1st down. Takes the snap, and he'll give left. Big hole. Round the left side on the run is Tate Johnson. Johnson pushed out of bounds on the play, and that'll be out to the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 38 on the carry over the left side for Tate Johnson. Evan Faulkner had the angle and was able to push him out of bounds, but not before he got 38 and a 1st down. So Tate Johnson approaching 200 yards rushing in the game now. 1st and 10, Brandon at the 40-yard line. Hilton comes left, I formation this time behind Skolton. Tight end and wingback shift from right to left. Skolton takes the snap. Johnson runs left, gets 1 block, and down the left sideline he goes, and he's tossed down by Sam Strop on the play. And then a little extracurricular after the play. But the gain is to the Watertown Arrow 45-yard line. Gain of 15 on the carry. 1st and 10 for Brandon Valley, 45-yard line of the Watertown Arrows. 3.5 to go in the third quarter. Brandon leading 28-14. They line up with 2 receivers left eye formation behind Skolton. Vigans shifts to the left side from the right side. Skolton takes the snap. Running left is Johnson. The Arrow lineman took 2 blockers, but nobody else came up behind him to help out. The Arrow lineman did a great job. Jared Dale, he took 2 blockers out, but then there was nobody behind him to help, and a gain of 9 on the play for Johnson. So he's picked up 38, 15, and 9 on 3 carries.
9-yard gain. 2nd down and 1, Brandon Valley.
Jared Dale just grabbed 2 guys and held on to them, and so they couldn't block, but the Arrows still couldn't make the tackle. 2nd and 1, Hilton wide right. Give is to Johnson, straight ahead. Knocked down, ball came loose. Battle for the football. Looks like Brandon recovered it. And that'll be a gain and a 1st down for the Brandon Valley Lynx if they got it, a gain of 2 and a 1st down. And they did recover the ball, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Brandon Valley at the Arrow 34-yard line here. 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Brandon 28, Arrows 14. 1st and 10, Lynx at the Arrow 34-yard line. They line up with Hilton wide to the right side. I formation behind Skolton. Skolton under center, takes the snap. Play action pass, looks for Hilton, throws it in the flat instead. Got it to his man, diving forward on the catch that time was Luke Wickersham, the fullback. So the fullback gets a catch in 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for Brandon Valley at the 29 of the Arrows. Under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Lynx lead 28-14. 2nd down and 5, Brandon. 2 receivers to the right side, tight end on the left side. I formation behind Skolton. Now Vigant shifts left to right. Right hash mark is where the ball is. Johnson runs right toward the sideline. Now cuts it upfield. Penalty flag flies in the area of holding again. So it looks like that will be a hold against Brandon Valley, but we'll wait and see. That's kind of the area of that type of play, and it is. So that'll be a spot foul, stepped off from the 29. A 10-yard penalty against Brandon will bring up a 2nd down and 15. 1:29 to go here in the third quarter. It's 28-14, Lynx on top. 2nd down and almost 16, so they stepped that one off from the 30-yard line. So they got to get to the 24, so it's 2nd down and 16 for Brandon Valley at the 40. 2 receivers to the right side, I formation behind Skolton on 2nd down and 16. Skolton under center, takes the snap, gives to Johnson running left, cuts back, jumps into the pile, falls forward. A helmet comes off one of the players. And a whistle and a stoppage. Didn't see a flag come out, but maybe there was. Nope, no flag came out, so that's a gain on the play of 7 on the carry. So it'll be 3rd down and 9. It looked like Lincoln Stahl pulled the helmet off of Luke Wickersham, the fullback. 3rd down and 9 for Brandon Valley at the Arrow 34. Lynx line up with 1 receiver right, I formation, new fullback behind the quarterback Skolton. Snap, nope, play action, looks down the field, throws it out in the right flat, but missed the fullback out there, just overshot him. That was Damon Vischer. And he just overshot him, so it'll be 4th down and 9 for Brandon Valley. They have the ball at the 33-yard line of the Watertown Arrows. And Brandon will go for it on 4th down and 9 here. 51 seconds to go in the third quarter. They lead 28-14, and they go for it on 4th and 9 at the Arrow 33. Trips right for Watertown, 1 receiver to the left side. Skolton shotgun formation this time. Skolton takes the snap. Blitz coming by the Arrows. Looks deep down the left side. Hilton beat the defender who closed quickly and knocked it away. The ball just airmailed a little bit too high that time, and it took a little bit to get to Hilton, and Evan Faulkner was able to recover and knock that ball away. Otherwise, Hilton had gotten by the defender and was open, but the ball just a little too high, and it floated a little too long, and Faulkner able to catch up and make the play. 1st and 10, Watertown at their 33-yard line. 44 seconds to go here in the third quarter, 28-14 in favor of Brandon. The Arrows have lost 2 balls, one at the 3 of Brandon and one at the 2 of Brandon in this game. Could be 28 all. 2 receivers either way. Brandon Smith, shotgun formation, takes the snap. Oh, clothesline face mask is what the Arrows wanted to be called, but no penalty came out. It was a clothesline tackle on the play by Parker Reed. It'll be a loss on the play of 3. Brett got up like he wanted a face mask, but that was not called. It was just a clothesline tackle high by Parker Reed. 2nd down and 13 for Watertown at the 30-yard line. Brandon Smith takes the snap. He's back to pass. Throws it deep down the left side. His man's out there and makes the catch. And that ball is pulled in out there by Roble. And that'll go all the way to the 32-yard line of Brandon Valley as Roble made that catch for the Watertown Arrows. And a timeout on the field for something. Oh, the quarter has ended. 28-14 is our score in favor of Brandon. Arrows will have it first and 10, 32 when we come back in 1 minute.
During September at Sharp Automotive, you can lease a 2019 Chevy Equinox all-wheel drive, only $299 a month for 36 months with $29.99 down. Purchase price of the 2019 Chevrolet Equinox is $26,978. That's $5,500 off sticker price. Rebates or 0% financing available. Stop in today at Sharp Automotive in Watertown and check out the Chevy Equinox. Shop online at sharpgm.com. Chevrolet. Find new roads.
No job is too big or too small for Heilman Homes. Want to build a new home? Want to do some remodeling? Need a deck or an extra garage? Call Heilman Homes at 868-1410. Dale has over 20 years of experience for all types of construction needs. That's Heilman Homes for building, remodeling, and now ready builds too. To help you with all your decorating, they have an interior decorator on staff. Call 868-1410.
So the Arrows have it first and 10 at Brandon's 32. That was a 38-yard pass completion from Brandon Smith to Roble, who made a nice catch. And it'll be first and 10 Arrows at Brandon's 32-yard line. Smith with two receivers either way, takes the snap, sets, throws out in the flat, got his man Dawson Schmidt. Dawson breaks a tackle. Dawson to the 10, still on his feet. Dawson still dancing, and then finally brought down at the 10-yard line. That's a 22-yard pass completion to Dawson Schmidt. And it'll be either first and goal or first and 10. It's going to be first and goal at the 10-yard line of Brandon Valley for the Watertown Arrows. So this is the third time, besides the two scores, the Arrows have been down deep in Brandon territory. See if they can finish this one. Two receivers either way. Brandon shotgun. Man in motion. Takes the snap. Whoa, that was a broken play again. Brett Fossum going to make positive yards out of it, though, despite the fact that Parker Reed hit Brandon Smith and Fossum in the backfield, and Fossum still able to make 2 yards. So it'll be second down and goal at the 2. Who's ever blocking Parker Reed got to do a better job over there. He got in there so quick, but Fossum able to pull free and get a couple of yards. Second and goal at the 8. Two receivers either way. Brandon awaits the snap, takes it. Fakes the handoff. Nope, he gives it, and there's that defensive end again hitting him. Nope, that was a different guy. That was a linebacker that got in there that time. Elijah Klein made the stop, and that's a loss of 2 for Fossum. So that'll bring up a third and goal from the 10-yard line for the Watertown Arrows. 10.5 to go in the game, 28-14, Brandon on top. Arrows have it third and goal at the 10-yard line. Stacked receivers either side for Watertown. Brandon awaits the snap, takes it. Good protection. Now flips it out in the flat. Got it to Fossum. He's heading to the end zone. Touchdown, Brett Fossum. Brandon Smith flipped it out in the flat to Brett Fossum. Fossum was able to go forward and dive into the end zone for the score. And that makes it a 28-20 ball game with 10:09 to go here in the fourth quarter of play. Watertown will try to tack on a point after here. Brandon Smith to hold. Snaps good, sets down, kick is up, and it is through the uprights. 10:09 to go. It's Brandon 28, Arrows 21. We'll come back in 30.
Since 1989, the Dutch Boy has been your local car wash, gas station, and convenience store. Hi, I'm Kevin Johnson, local owner of Dutch Boy, along with my wife, Becky. We invite you in to celebrate with us during our 30-year anniversary celebration. We will be celebrating the entire month of September by giving away car washes and having in-store specials. Thank you for the past 30 years, and we look forward to serving you for many more years to come.
Clean up your act. Do it today. Do it the Dutch Boy Car Wash way.
6-play, 67-yard drive for the Watertown Arrows. The last 10 there on just a flat pass from Brandon Smith to Brett Fossum. Fossum able to bull his way into the end zone, dive for the touchdown, and the point after good. We're at 28-21 in favor of Brandon Valley. The Arrows will kick off at the 40-yard line. The Arrows tried an onside kick early in the game. There's a lot of time left, 10 minutes to go, but wouldn't surprise me if they tried something like that. So Rumsa to kick the ball at the 40-yard line. Cade approaches the ball. Line drive, squib kick, fielded by an up-back who runs right with it. Still on his feet, runs hard, and gets good field position out to the 45-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10, Brandon at their 45-yard line. Whistle and a stoppage of play for something. Must have an injured Arrow over here. So a timeout on the field as there's an Arrow down on the field. 28-21 our score in favor of Brandon. We'll take a timeout as well. We'll come back in 1 minute.
Welcome back to Perkins. Having your usual?
Actually, no. I'm in the mood for something southwestern.
Like our Santa Fe shrimp omelet?
On second thought, got anything Italian?
Shrimp pasta primavera.
What about Cajun?
How's the Bayou shrimp skillet sound?
Tough choice. They all sound shrimply the best.
Put a tasty twist on summer with Perkins' limited-time shrimp menu. Enjoy a Santa Fe shrimp omelet, shrimp pasta primavera, and more, starting at just $7.99, only at Perkins.
This is Casey from Stony Brook Suites Assisted Living. Let me explain the many benefits of Stony Brook and how we can help look after your loved one. Our assisted living is specifically designed to look and feel like home. From our home-cooked meals to coffee socials with friends, your loved one will feel more than right at home. Stop in today at 500 16th Avenue or call 882-0013.
Life is sweet in Stony Brook Suites.
28-21 our score. Still down on the field checking out the Arrow in front of the Brandon Valley bench. Can't see what they're working on or what the injury might be, but they've checked out the Arrow player and he's sitting up now. And now he's being helped up, and that injured player for the Arrows was Hunter Wagee. And Hunter walking off under his own power as he heads to the far side. So not sure what they were checking him for or what the injury was, but Hunter walking off under his own power to the far side. So Brandon Valley has the ball with 10:04 to go in the game, leading 28-21. They have it 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They're 45. They line up with two receivers to the right side. I formation to the left shoulder of the quarterback. Wickersham to his left shoulder, Johnson behind him. On 1st and 10, 45. Skolton, bad snap, got the handoff anyhow, but the timing off on the bad snap. And getting in there was Will Lossing. Lincoln Stahl, the lineman, who got in there, and it'll be a loss on the play of 5 and bring up a 2nd down and 15. That snap hit somebody, and it went up in the air, and that destroyed the timing of the play, and Lincoln Stahl able to make the tackle. 2nd down and 15 for Brandon Valley back at the 40-yard line. They lead by 7 with 9.5 to go. Two receivers to the left side. I formation behind Skolton on 2nd down and 15. Takes the snap. Gives. Johnson running right. Puts his shoulder down. Runs out of bounds. Tough kid. Gain of 8 on the carry, as he just ran to the sideline and then turned it upfield and put his shoulder down and was bumped out of bounds. So it'll be 3rd down here and 8 for Brandon Valley at their 47-yard line. Arrow fans trying to cheer across the way. Two receivers left, one to the right on 3rd down and 8. Skolton under center takes the snap. Play action, rolls to his right. Looks back across the middle. Did he get his man? He did. Good catch made there by Cole Silliason. And that'll be a gain down to the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 14 and a first down play. First and 10 for Brandon Valley at the Arrow 41. Big play there by the Brandon Valley Lynx. Good catch by Cole Siliuson on a good ball by Skolton rolling to his right. Hilton goes wide to the left side. Wing back on the right side now shifts to the left side, wide side of the field. Skolton takes the snap, gives to Johnson running left, turns it upfield, caught by the ankles and put down at the 40 that time. Mason Lloyd made the stop. Gain of a yard on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 9. 8:28 to go in the game. The Arrows have to get a stop here and get the ball back. Trailing 28-21. Can't give up any more points with 8 minutes to go in the football game. Receivers left and right, I formation behind Thomas Skolton on 2nd down and 9. Skolton takes the snap. Play action, back to pass, looks deep down the middle. Got his man out there, McCann, but just missed him too far. Incomplete. McCann was being chased back there by Braxton Riefenberger, but he got behind Braxton, and he was open, but the ball just a little bit too far, incomplete. So it'll be 3rd down and 9 now for the Brandon Valley Lynx. They have the ball at the 40-yard line. Clock stops, exactly 8 minutes to go in the game. Brandon 28, Watertown 21. Lynx send 2 receivers to the right side. Wing back on the right side. 1 running back for Skolton on 3rd down and 9. Skolton back to pass. Looks, good rush. He's going to be hit. He'll be sacked. First sack of the game, and getting that was Connor Wirches. And that loss will be back to the 47-yard line. And that is a loss of about 7 or 8 on the play, and it looks like Brandon will punt the ball away. So just what the Arrows needed was a stop, and it appears that they've gotten one. Sorensen to punt. 4th down and about 16. Sorensen to punt the ball, awaits the snap, gets a good one. Plenty of time. Booms a spiral. It's going to bound and go into the end zone, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Arrows at the 20-yard line. Evan Faulkner did a good job of decoying away from that ball. The defenders kind of went with him, and the ball hit the turf and rolled into the end zone. So 1st and 10 Arrows at their 20-yard line. 7:14 to go in the game, trailing 28-21. Watertown breaks their huddle. They line up with Dawson Schmidt wide to the right side. Van Dusseldorp comes wide to the left side. Slot left is Lloyd. Slot right is Faulkner. A lot of guys at the line of scrimmage for Brandon. Brandon Smith back to pass, rushed, gets away from 1, now scrambles, runs to the outside. He's going to make a positive play out of it when it looked like he was going to be about sacked for about an 8-yard loss. The gain is actually going to be about 7 yards for Brandon, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and 3. Second down and 3 for the Watertown Arrows. Arrows line up with 2 receivers either way. Brandon awaits the snap, takes it, back to pass, sets his feet, throws out in the right flat to Evan Faulkner, picked off. And going to the end zone on the pick 6 is, and a penalty flag's going to fly, unsportsmanlike conduct. Jesse Steffel intercepted the ball, and then he took it to the end zone. There is going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against him, I believe, but the touchdown should still stand. That ball was intended for Evan Faulkner, and it went through his hands or kind of behind him, and Steffel was there to pick it off and take it into the end zone. But then it'll be an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Steffel, and they'll either step it off here on the point after or on the kickoff. So the touchdown will stand on the interception. So the score goes to 34-21, and the penalty will be assessed on the kickoff, so they'll kick from the 25. Sorensen to try to tack on a point after here. Set is good. Snap is good. Kick is good as well. 6:56 to go. 35-21 Brandon. They'll kick to the Arrows in 30.
It's a 3-day sale, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, September 27, 28, and 29 at Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee half-gallon white milk, 77 cents. Limit 2. Hunt's pasta sauce, 69 cents. Limit 3. Chinese 2-entree meal, $5.99. 3-day sale at Hy-Vee.
Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every eye.
So it was a pick six for Jesse Steffel, and then he gets called for an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on the return, and he will that will cost his team 15 yards, so they will kick off from the 25 instead of the 40. So hopefully the Arrows can get some good field position here on this kickoff. Back deep to receive it is Peyton Johnston, and also back there with him is Devin Miles. Johnston and Miles back deep to receive the kick of Sorensen, who has a very strong leg. He's kicking from the 25-yard line. Sorensen approaches the football, puts the leg to it, a booming kick. It's going to drive Miles back to the 10. He comes to the 20, 25. He's to the 30, spins at the 35, and brought down at the 37-yard line is where he is. So the Arrows will have it 1st and 10, 37-yard line. 1st and 10, Watertown, 37-yard line, trailing now 35-21 with 6:49 to go. The Arrows line up with Dawson Schmidt wide to the right side. 2 receivers to the left side, slot on the right as well. On 1st down, a lot of pressure coming on Brandon. He gives to Fossum, who breaks some tackles. Brett runs hard, still on his feet, still pulling forward. He got 11 yards on the carry. Brett Fossum with 11 yards on the gain, and an Arrow player down behind the action. So there's an Arrow down on the field, so a timeout on the field. 6:39 to go. It's 35-21 in favor of Brandon. Timeout on the field. We'll take it as well. We'll come back in a minute.
Are you a competitive parent? If so, keep your kids drug and alcohol free. It's a fact. One night of drinking can undo as much as 14 days of athletic training. Student athletes are expected to demonstrate year-round behavior that reflects positively on the individual, the school, and the community. The use of alcohol, tobacco, marijuana, and other drug use is not allowed. Student athletes need the support of parents, community members, teachers, and coaches. Be strong. Be the influence. Keep our youth alcohol and drug free. A message from the Watertown Healthy Youth Coalition and the Watertown Tobacco Free Coalition.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Mason German was the injured Arrow, walked off under his own power. Brandon Smith gains 15 around the right side. It's 1st and 10 Arrows. Already at the 36-yard line of the Brandon Valley Lynx. Arrows line up with 2 receivers either way. Ball on the right hash mark. Brandon on 1st and 10, 36. Awaits the snap. Gets the snap. Straight back to pass. Good protection. Heaves it out here. The ball kind of slipped. Roble battling for it. And it falls into his lap at the 9-yard line. The ball was tipped up in the air by the defender. Roble fell down on his back, and the ball landed in his midsection for a catch to the 9-yard line. So it'll be 1st and goal, Arrows at the 9. Brandon takes the snap. He gives. Nope, he pulls it back. Tries to go forward, but again, that end Reed got in there quickly and made the tackle. It'll be a loss of a yard or 2 on the play. So it'll be 2nd and goal for Watertown. They got to hurry. 2nd and goal now. Ball at the 11-yard line. 5:40 and counting to go in the game. 2nd down and goal from the 11. Brandon takes the snap. He's back to pass. Sets. Throws underneath and incomplete. Flag comes out on the play. Evan Faulkner. Looks like there's going to be a penalty against Brandon Valley. It was just a basic slant that time. Flag came out from the far side judge over there. And what's the call going to be? Looks like it's, I don't know, waiting for him. He's thinking about it. Now he steps out to call it. Pass interference. So it goes half the distance to the goal to the 5.5. And is it a 1st down then? Nope, 2nd down it stays. So 2nd and goal from the 5.5. For the Watertown Arrows, 5.5 minutes to go here in the ball game. Arrows trailing 35-21. Brandon Smith awaits the snap, has a man in motion, takes it, fakes the handoff. Who's got it? Fossum running hard. Brett gets into the end zone. Touchdown, 5 yards for Brett Fossum on the TD. 5:24 to go, and the Arrows make it a 35-27 ball game, and we'll try to tack on a point after. That's a 5-play, 63-yard drive for Watertown. Snap's good, sets down, kick is knuckleballed and good. 35-28. We'll see what happens. Will there be an onside kick when we come back in 30?
Don't miss out on Dano's Marine's sizzling summer savings on all in-stock 2019 Ranger fiberglass, Ranger aluminum, and Ranger pontoons powered by Mercury Outboards. Dano's Marine, giving you the best possible price and service for your Ranger fiberglass, Ranger aluminum, and Ranger pontoons powered by Mercury. It's the sale you've been waiting for with all in-stock 2019 Ranger fiberglass, Ranger aluminum, and Ranger pontoons powered by Mercury Outboards. Save big now on all in-stock Ranger today at Dano's Marine, West Highway 212, Watertown, danosmarine.com.
So the Arrows go 6 plays, 63 yards, and they make it a 35-28 ball game here now. 5 minutes and 24 seconds remaining. Brandon Valley thinking onside kick, but still, like I said, 5:24 to go is still a lot of time. But Brandon Valley has their hands, guys, up near the 50-yard line, anticipating an onside kick here. Cade Rumpsa approaches the ball and kicks it high and deep. It's going to be fielded around the 20. Return man straight ahead into the pile to the 31-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Brandon Valley, 31-yard line. So it'll be up to Tate Johnson here now to run out the clock for his football team. Johnson, a great running back. He's got a big, big night. 1st and 10, lengths, 31-yard line. Arrow's got to make some sure tackles here. 2 receivers left, I formation behind the quarterback. Thomas Skolton under center, takes the snap. Johnson runs straight ahead. That's not a good start. Johnson going to get 11 yards on the carry. So it'll be 1st and 10 and another Arrow down on the field here, and that is at the 40-yard line. 5 minutes and 13 seconds to go here. 35-28 in favor of Brandon. Arrow player down. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back in 1 minute.
Gather means to come together or assemble. Hey, this is your friend Angie from Gather. Whether it's friends talking over coffee, students reading while snacking and sipping smoothies, or business people brainstorming over muffins and lattes, Gather Coffee Eats and Gifts in downtown Watertown brings people together. Come in, sit, and enjoy our spacious coffee shop with free Wi-Fi and friendly baristas that will exceed your expectations. Gather, 122 East Kemp Avenue in downtown Watertown.
5 minutes and 13 seconds remaining. The Arrow player's still down on the field, and they're checking him over. Did not see who it was, but they're checking him over with the medical staff down there, and Athletic Director Randy Marceau out there as well, seeing if they might need a cart or something like that. It looked like a lower left leg. Don't know if it was knee, ankle, or whatever, but they were looking at his lower left leg, and coaches around him, player or medical staff around him as well, and checking him out at the 40-yard line. So they're going to take their time, and well, they should take plenty of time with this young man. So we'll take another time out. We'll come back with more from Brandon Valley. Lynx lead 35-28. We'll come back in 1 minute.
Oh, honey, everything okay?
Oh, yeah. Oh, better than okay. You should have seen it. Stopped for gas, then I saw it. Hunting, fishing, deli, snacks, coffee, and I ate, and it was like they had everything I wanted.
Slow down, cowboy. Where is this place?
Oh, come on, I'll show you. It's amazing.
Lake Stop 20 has just about everything you need. Fuel, snacks, beverages, even breakfast made with real fresh eggs. Lake Stop 20, located on Highway 20 in Watertown.
When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies ask, what's your salary? At Northwestern Mutual, we ask, what's your story? We know building the right financial plan requires more than money. That's why we start by asking the right questions, listening to what matters most to you, then guide you every step of the way to help you make sure the future you imagine becomes the future you achieve. Plan your financial story with Northwestern Mutual. You and Northwestern Mutual, stronger together. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Contact Bill Keller in the Watertown office of Northwestern Mutual.
Brandon Coach joining the group out around the injured Arrow. More Arrow coaches out there as well as they continue to work on the young man down around the 40-yard line. Again, don't know what the injury is. As soon as he went down, I saw him pull his helmet off and slam it down. So whatever the injury is, he knew it immediately that it was a fairly serious injury. And they're going to try to get him up here, and they will. And it's Sam Strop is the injured Arrow. So it's Sam Strop, and they're going to help him off. And he's putting no weight on that left leg at all, so they'll get him to the sideline. It was linebacker Sam Strop, the injured Watertown Arrow. So Brandon will have the ball 1st and 10 at the Arrow, or at their 43-yard line. 5:13 to go here. Brandon leading 35-28. Lynx line up with a receiver left and a receiver right. I formation behind the quarterback, Thomas Skolton. Tate Johnson, the running backs, had a huge game, and he gets it again. Runs straight ahead. Then he goes sideways a little bit after a gain of 3 or 4. Brought down by Will Lossing. 2nd down and 6 for Brandon Valley, and they will take as much time as possible as we're down to 4:35 to go in the game. Brandon leading 35-28. Receivers left and right, I formation behind Thomas Skolton on 2nd down and 6. Arrows jump, penalty flags fly, and that'll be a penalty against the Watertown Arrows on a hard count that time by Skolton. So it'll bring up a 2nd down and 2 instead of 2nd down and 7. Brandon lines up with a receiver left and a receiver right. I formation behind the quarterback. Give is to Johnson running right. Johnson, good blockers ahead of him. Spins. Lossing grabbed him. He pulled away from Lossing and then brought down by Wirches, but he gained 3 or 4 very tough yards and a first down for the Brandon Valley Lynx. 1st and 10 for Brandon Valley. The ball down at the 44-yard line of the Watertown Arrows. But more importantly, every first down you run a lot more clock, and we're down under 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Brandon has it, 1st and 10, 44-yard line of Watertown. Receivers left and right. Fullback is Wickersham. Tate Johnson, the I-back. Skolton watches the back judge, and as soon as he starts his count, he'll get under center. Takes the snap, gives straight ahead. I don't think that was Johnson that time. That was somebody else running the ball. Instead, that was Jesse Steffel on the carry, and the Arrows are going to take a timeout. Steffel got 2 yards on the carry. Arrows will use their first timeout. 35-28 Brandon, 3:23 to go in the game. We'll come back in 30.
At Great Western Bank, they know that champions play as one. One team with one goal. They know that champions don't just happen. They are built with determination and the right mix of coaching and teammates. You can count on Great Western Bank as a trustworthy teammate that will go the extra mile to help you win. To learn more, visit your nearest branch today and become part of a winning team. Great Western Bank, making life great. Member FDIC.
3:28 to go in the game. Arrows use their first timeout of the second half. They trail 35-28. Arrows led 7-0. Brandon led 21-7. Arrows made it 21-14. Brandon made it 28-14. The Arrows made it 28-21. Then Brandon returned an interception for a touchdown and made it 35-21. And then the Arrows made it 35-28, and that's where we stand right now. 2nd down and 8 for Brandon Valley. Ball on the right hash mark. Johnson back in at running back now after one play. Thomas Skolton under center. Tried to get the Arrows to jump again on a hard count. Gives to Johnson running right. A lot of blockers ahead of him. He breaks through. Caught from behind. Pulled down by Mason Lloyd on a saving tackle. But the gain is all the way down to the 20-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10. First and 10, Brandon Valley from the Arrow 21-yard line. Clock running down to 3:10 to go in the ball game. Brandon leading 35-28. Arrows need a turnover. That's Captain Obvious, huh? I formation behind Thomas Skolton. Wickersham, the fullback. Johnson, the I-back. Give is to Johnson running right behind his fullbacks. Weaves his way out of bounds. Stops the clock with 2:50 to go, but a gain of 6 or 7 on the carry again for Johnson. In on the tackle for the Arrows that time was Jared Dale, who's gotten some time in this game tonight. So it'll be 2nd down and 3, ball inside the 15, just shy of the 14-yard line. Lynx will try to punch it in and put the game away as they lead 35-28. 2 receivers right, I formation behind the quarterback. 2nd down and 3, Skolton takes the snap. Gives to Johnson. He steps through, and he'll score from 14 yards out. One Arrow had a chance at him right away, but he sidestepped him, and then he was able to get into the end zone for the score. With 2:45 to go in the fourth quarter, Brandon goes on top 41-28. 7-play, 69-yard drive for the Brandon Valley Lynx, and they'll try to tack on a point after here. Snaps high, sets down, kick is up, and it is good. 2:45 to go in the game, 42-28 Lynx. They'll kick to the Arrows in 30.
Dutch Boy is celebrating 30 years of business the entire month of September. Like them on Facebook for your chance to win a Works car wash. There's one winner every day. The Dutch Boy is the best in the business at bug removal, and your car is always towel dried by hand at the end. Celebrating 30 years of service in September. The Dutch Boy Car Wash.
Clean up your act. Do it today. Do it the Dutch Boy Car Wash way.
That was a 7-play, 69-yard drive by the Brandon Valley Lynx. 6 carries, 67 yards for Tate Johnson. 1 carry, 2 yards for Jesse Steffel. And Brandon Valley leads now by a score of 42-28. Sorensen to kick off from the 40-yard line. And he approaches the ball, end over end to kick. It's going to be fielded. Nope, it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. And the Arrows will start 1st and 10. 20-yard line is where Watertown will have it. 42-28, Brandon Valley on top. And we have 2:45 remaining in the ball game. The Arrows with 2 timeouts remaining. First and 10, Watertown, 20-yard line is where they have it. They send Roble and Lloyd wide to the left side. Schmidt and Faulkner wide to the right side. Brandon Smith shotgun. Takes the snap back to pass. Scrambles, hit, and he'll be sacked on the play. And getting in there for the tackle for the Brandon Valley Lynx, not sure. 60. I couldn't tell if it was 50 or what it was, but Dante Miller gets it. It's a loss of 6 on the play and brings up a 2nd and 16. Brandon back to pass, looks, going to heave her down the left side here for Roble. He jumps up and makes the catch, and the gain will be out to the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 18. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Watertown Arrows. Brandon back to pass, pressured, throws it deep down the right side, and collision when the ball got there, and it's incomplete. Hilton on the coverage. Ball intended for Dawson Schmidt. It goes incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Watertown Arrows. The ball at the 37-yard line. 2 receivers either way once again. Brandon awaits the snap from center. On 2nd and 10, all-out blitz coming. Flips it across the middle. Got a nice ball to Brett Fossum. Brett cuts to the outside. He's got a blocker. He's to the 40. He's to the 35. He's to the 30. Brett trying to get to the end zone. Pushed out of bounds just before he did. That's 10, 20, 30, 40, 52 yards on the pass completion. Brandon Smith made a great play as he flipped that ball across the middle, and Brett Fossum was able to go up the middle and then cut to the outside, and he was able to go 52 yards. Snap, back to pass. Brandon looks, throws it. Oh, he threw it behind Dawson Schmidt, who was open. Dawson was open on the slant there, and he threw it too wide. It'll be 2nd down and goal at the 9-yard line for the Watertown Arrows. 1.5 minutes to go, trailing 42-28. Brandon Smith on 2nd and goal from the 9. Awaits the snap from center, takes it, back to pass, rolls to his right, throws towards the end zone, and overshoots everybody. Brandon gets planted by Reed as he threw that ball. It'll be 3rd down and goal at the 9-yard line. 3rd and goal from the 9 for the Watertown Arrows. So 1:30 to go in the game. 42-28, Brandon on top. 2 receivers either side for the Watertown Arrows. Brandon Smith takes the snap. Looks to his right, throws across the middle to Fossum. Fossum going to try to get in. He did not. as he got ripped down by Jesse Steffel at the 1-yard line, and the Arrows take a timeout. It'll be 4th and goal from the 1-yard line for the Watertown Arrows. Gain of 8 on the pass completion, and it'll be 4th and goal for the Arrows from the 1 as Watertown takes a timeout. 1:20 to go in the game. 42-28, Brandon on top. We'll come back in 30.
No job is too big or too small for Heilman Homes. Want to build a new home? Want to do some remodeling? Need a deck or an extra garage? Call Heilman Homes at 868-1410. Dale has over 20 years of experience for all types of construction needs. That's Heilman Homes for building, remodeling, and now ready-builds too. To help you with all your decorating, they have an interior decorator on staff. Call 868-1410.
So the Arrows have it 4th and goal at the 1-yard line here.
4th and goal for the Arrows, balls at the 1-yard line.
Brandon Valley will try to keep the Arrows out of the end zone on 4th and goal at the 1. Brandon takes the snap, flips it out in the end. A nice defensive play by Jesse Steffel to knock it away from from Evan Faulkner, and that goes incomplete. And the Arrows turn it over on downs at the 1-yard line. So Brandon will have it 1st and 10 at the 1-yard line. 1:16 to go. Brandon leading 42-28. First and 10 at the 1-yard line for the Brandon Valley Lynx. The Arrows have 1 timeout remaining. Brandon lines up in a shotgun formation. They take it. They give it to Johnson. He goes maybe a yard over the left side. And the Arrows take their final timeout here of the half. So 1:11 to go. 42-28 Brandon will take a timeout, come back in 30.
Great buys this week at Hy-Vee in Watertown. Red seedless grapes, 69 cents a pound. Hy-Vee canned vegetables, 3 for $1. Pork spare ribs, 99 cents a pound. Hy-Vee 12-count glazed donuts, $5. And Hershey Gusset candy, buy 2 at $9.99. Get 1 free at Hy-Vee.
Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every eye.
So the Arrows take their final timeout of the half. 1:11 to go in the game. Brandon 42, Watertown 28. Both teams have moved this ball up and down the field. A lot of yardage gained in this game tonight between these two teams. Brandon scored on their first 3 possessions to lead 21-7 at one point. The Arrows closed at 21-14, 35-28, but Brandon leads now 42-28. 2nd down and 9 for Brandon Valley. Skolton going to line up under center here, and he'll take the snap. He gives to Johnson running right. He's ripped down hard on the play by Will Lossing. Gain of maybe a yard. But the Arrows cannot stop the clock, and we're under a minute to go in the game. One more snap is all Brandon really needs to make, and the football game will be over. 42-28, the final scores. The Arrows cannot stop the ball again, or the clock, and it's under the 42nd spot the ball time. So one snap, Brandon goes to a knee, or maybe they'll hand it off, but one snap and that'll end the ball game. And now a whistle and a stoppage of play. Brandon takes a timeout. So 29 seconds to go. Brandon takes a timeout. 42-28, Lynx on top. We'll come back in 30.
Welcome back to Perkins. Having your usual?
Actually, no. I'm in the mood for something southwestern.
Like our Santa Fe shrimp omelet?
On second thought, got anything Italian?
Shrimp pasta primavera.
What about Cajun?
How's the Bayou shrimp skillet sound?
Tough choice. They all sound shrimply the best.
Put a tasty twist on summer with Perkins' limited time shrimp menu. Enjoy a Santa Fe shrimp omelet, shrimp pasta primavera, and more, starting at just $7.99, only at Perkins.
29 seconds to go in the ball game. It'll be 3rd down and 8 for Brandon Valley. The Arrows cannot stop the clock anymore. Brandon took a timeout there. Really all they have to do is take a knee and the game will be over.
3rd down for Brandon Valley.
Or a quarterback sneak straight ahead or something like that. But really just taking a knee is all he has to do, and then the clock will run out, and that's what Thomas Skolton's going to do is take a knee, and that's going to end the ball game. So Brandon Valley wins it here tonight. Final score will go in the book. Brandon 42, Watertown 28. Let's take a 3-minute timeout.
At Watertown Dental Care, dentistry isn't just a job, it's our passion. This is Dr. Darren Bach, and for over 15 years, my team of professionals and I have built our practice on trust, patient service, and exceptional